Sorry, I didn't have my mic on. Yeah, so controller support now from back in July. Let me just have a look. So I think this mic input thing might cause a problem because I don't actually know which one that is, and I don't want it to echo. So I have turned it down. I'm hoping that does it because there's no off button. So I was just saying if the devs could put an off button in there, that'd be really good. Because I can't seem to find an off switch for that, and the text is too small to even see what mic it's trying to get to. I've got one on my Keo cam, I've got one in front of me, I've got a couple plugged in for other things like race and Shanus. So yeah, a little bit annoying. I'm just going to apply that and cool beans. Right, so I hope we're all having a good day. Hope we're all feeling fresh. Really easy nowadays just to fire up a stream. So you're going to see a little bit more of me. It takes me around 10 seconds to turn the PC on and around 30 to 40 seconds per app to get going, i.e. OBS in a game. It's just really quick. Like I can fire up and be live in about 20 minutes tops. It just depends on my, what I'm doing. If I'm having a shit and a shave, then I'm going to be a little bit late. So, okay, so we're going to be jumping in. Let's get an intro done. We're not really doing like a first impressions. We've already done all that with this game. I am just supporting the game. So I just want to do a revisit and play the game and have some fun with it. So that's basically it. We're just going to chill out. So I hope you enjoy your time, and all that good stuff. Put your feet up, get yourself a coffee or a brewski. Let me sign into my chat and we are away. Big developments in the AMD side of things today, I noticed. There's FSR 4.1 support going across the board now. All subsequent, all the old GPUs are now getting support for FSR 4. That's going to be really cool. That allows people to still game on older hardware. And of course, if you have an AMD GPU, I don't know why you're not on Linux yet. I can't see a reason not to be really, other than a bit more faffing to get it going. But once it's going, oh, it's beautiful. Right, here we go. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out HumanitZ again. This is the revisit though. This is the comeback after 6 months and see if we still enjoy it. We're going to have some fun with this one today. It's not your usual type of video. I'm going to start off the series with this one. So we're going to be running a playlist now down in the down in the playlist description. Down in the playlist section, you can find yourself the HumanitZ playlist, and I'm going to put all the stuff in there. So if you enjoy the game, definitely subscribe and all that good stuff, and like the video for more and quicker HumanitZ content. Okay, that being said, let's just jump in. So do we have a load? We don't. So characters, we're going to start off with a new character. Yes. Okay, character creation. We're going to go with a new one. We've got the body size. Okay. Doesn't seem to do anything. Base. Oh, it does do something, but it's very, very subtle. The pot just keeps getting bigger. Yes, there he goes. He is an unconditioned PC gamer there. I'm going to go with him. He needs a beard, though, because that weak chin, that's not helping him at all. Unfortunately, there's not many customizations in the facial department. Eye color preset. You flick it like that. Okay, we can't get any closer to him either, and he keeps looking down at the floor. That could be the whole weight of that chin pulling his face down. Eye color, upper wear, lower wear. Okay, so we've got the clothes here. Go with the doom and gloom gamer top. The blue khaki jeans. And all we need to top it off now is some Sadidash trainers. There you go. He's looking real World of Warcraft right now. No offense to the World of Warcraft lads. I'm sure you're still amazing. Okay, so hairstyle. Hang on, this is hair color though. So where's the style of the hair? Do I have to flick this? Ah. Okay. Been a while. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I'm going with that. And I'm going to go multicolored blue and purple. He is a social justice warrior. The only thing missing is a picket sign. And we're going to keep the weak chin because I think that suits the rep we're going for here. So I'm going to go with that one. Just going to change up the name. And he's going to have a real bog standard name. No, would he have Francis? Francis is the name. Spelt like this. Francis. Because he's different, right? He does it different. Okay, save. We've got tutorial, we've got new game, and of course multiplayer. So we're going to go new game. And we're going to obviously go unemployed with 25% more experience gained. No infection. Start the game with no infection. Of course. Why would you not? Scenario or survival? I'm going to go with scenario, and we're going to go with the swamp survival. I mean, what's the difference between the two? Ah, okay. So loot harder to come. Right. So, okay. So if we go rookie, loot is default, melee is the same, and fast style loot respawn timer. So basically this is your main game. So I think I'm going to go with that. We might play through the scenarios separately at another time. The save game would be, I'm going to do it as playlist because then I know this is the current playlist we're doing. And that was pretty simple. In and out, really quick, happy days. New character created. So we're going to run through, we're going to do all your basics, gathering your loot, fighting your zomboids, trying to survive and get into that goddamn tower. The tower is the bane of my life. I haven't actually made it there live before. I've made it there by myself, but many yonks ago now, about 2 years ago. Start a spawn point, great for beginners. Let's do that. Okay, awesome. So we are in. I feel like I'm too bright. Am I too bright? Do I need to tone that down? I've got a bright light on me. It might just be a little bit too hued out or whatever. Let me have a look. So go into gnawed, go to filters, go to this. We're looking very HD, which is nice. It just seems a bit like too much contrast or something. I'm going to move the sliders. Bit more natural, and a bit more natural there. I think so. You bright. That's it. I'm shining. Okay, we're good. Right, into the game we go. Let's get acquainted with the controls again. Obviously, it has customizable controls and has controller support, which is really cool. I can't make the game louder via the game itself. I think I might just have to turn this up like this because there's not really much happening, of course. Yeah, that's the punch move. Hopefully you can hear that. So F to pick up the items, WS and D to move. It's a freaking chicken. There you go. So there he is. I love him already. It's a bit better. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I was kind of messing around with it the last couple of days. I think this week has been like that learning curve, but we did it so quick. Literally, we had crappy recording, crappy stream day one, and now I think we're almost 4K HD. And by next week, we should at least be better than any other stream out here doing what we do. That's the aim. Just get it really nice for people watching on 480 and 720. Okay, so in my pockets, I have an apple, a stone, blah, blah, blah. So we need this top. There you go. New jacket, new threads. The improvised backpack. So that's on the floor. Hold to take. There you go. We now have the backpack. So we're now going to put my gubbins inside it. And then this old t-shirt, I'm pretty sure we can tear it. There you go. Now we've got some rags, which we can make bandages and stuff out of. Got myself a weapon. Okay, this is a very nice starter area. They have improved this dramatically. There seems to be so much more we can do and see early game, which gives me a lot more to talk about as we go. And also the survival rate will go up. There we go. We've got improvise this and improvise that. Some matches. I think we have to keep these in our pockets to use them. I'm not 100% sure yet. We've got the tarp. That's always good. we've got a car battery. And we've got a hammer. And some gun parts. Now, if I remember rightly, what I would do back in the day, and that is only 6 months ago, is load up a boot here. So there's a car around here somewhere. There you go. I think you can access the back of it. Or, yeah, like, so you can load up stuff into the back of the van. Let's take tools out. And then just as you need it, you can come back and get it. So if I do right click move, it just jumps across. We will take the food with us. We'll probably need that. We'll probably need the battery. And we probably will need the axe. But the tarp can go over. There you go. So now we're only 4 items in our inventory, but we have a bunch of them gathered. Lots of sticks and stones to start with. Happy days. So 5 out of 5. Can we stack to 10? Yeah, boy, we can stack to 10, but it didn't auto stack to 10. Let me see if I split that. Let's say 5 again. Just getting the mechanics down. So now if I move that, it will go on. So if you drag it over, it won't automatically jump on. But if you send it via right click, it will go and stack. So that's cool. Okay, so it says collect 2 stones, which we obviously have done, but it's not registered. Let me just split, take out 2. They're now there. They're in my pocket. And now it counted. So now it says craft a knife. Go to crafting, find our shiv. So we need 2 bandages, some scrap, and some tape. We do have some scrap. Okay, scrap and tape. So hunger is down to 86 at the moment, and we've just started. So hunger's depleting quite a lot. Water, not so much. I keep pressing the right button on the mouse. It seems like that's normally how you move the camera. You click and then move. But I've got to get used to not doing it because it puts me into fight mode, which is fine. It's just a little annoyance to start off with. Okay, we've got another backpack, so we'll take out that, and I guess we'll leave that one. Baseball bat. I was expecting some scrap to be in that toolbox, I'm not going to lie. Oh, what's that? Wire? Again, just something we can store. Okay, so we've got, there's our scrap we want. Okay, blue bandana takes our awesome hair away, but keeps our head warm. This car can be repaired. Hang on. Allow. Hey buddy, love your streams, so I give you a follow. I'd love to be a friend, fan. If you don't mind, add me on Discords. Nick Jack. Oh. I don't actually add people on Discord, but you can do !mark Discord in the chat. Thank you, Bubs. And you can DM me from there, boy. Or lady, or friend. Never know what to call anyone nowadays. Right, we are off ski. Let's take a look. So we're just looking for, I believe, one more item to make the basic shiv, which is blue tape I'm going to check the bin for that one. Oh, dumpster's empty. What they like, because that's hugely full of just gubbins. Okay, I was hoping to find tape without heading outside, but it looks like we don't have a choice. Up, dude. We can trade with him. Has he got tape? Oh, he's got everything but tape. He's got ammo, and he's got a medikit, and he's got like the essentials, right? He's got an Uzi. Oh my days. How much is the Uzi? So if I right click the Uzi, how do we confirm that? Swap or drag? Let me drag it. Okay, you won't let me trade for it for some reason. Select. Then I trade these things I have here, I think. So let me say I don't need this. Wood I don't need. That I don't need. He's just not considering any of this stuff. So I'm not sure exactly. Oh, you can do better. Okay, we've increased it. Almost there. You can do better. Yeah, so we don't have enough at the moment. We're going to have to come back for the Uzi, which is fine. Yeah, we've got the bow. I'm not sure if we've got any arrows with it. I love that word. What, Uzi? Oh no, we need to reload. Bring it. And down. Our arrow goes just behind him as he fell. And is he searchable? Let me change weapon. No, he's not searchable. Okay, cool. Pew pew, that's it. Okay, can we get in the car? I'll try and zoom as much as possible to keep you sort of, you know, having the best views of things. I'm going to drink this because we definitely are starting to get a bit thirsty. We're about 50%. Don't mind if I do. Trying to do these like playthrough series in the same style we did the Stalker, because I found the Stalker on rewatch quite comfortable to watch. And I'm trying to like perfect. Now we're doing just lives for the sake of it, not all sponsored brand new games. Like sometimes we're still doing that, but really we're just doing it for fun now. So I'm trying to like enjoy the games, get to meet the community, you know, all of this stuff. So I'm trying to like come up with a style where I tell a story as we go. So then I can like cut it into, you know, this is how day 1 went, this is how day 2 went, and do it that way. Right, I'm going to go back and dump off all of our gubbins because we don't want to head out with a bunch of stuff already filling up our bag. Plus, blue tape shouldn't be that hard to find. It's quite a common item in the beginning of this game. So I'm not even convinced there's not one around here. It's just I can't see it yet. Why do I feel so small? Why am I so small? I think it's because I lean forward. Is that better? Every day is different because my seat's a different height and my outfit is different every time. I have started to just, you know, wear the hoodie as much as possible. So I need to keep the scrap with me. It's not small, does it? Scrap metal. Okay, metal sheet can go in. Again, the car batteries for the car once it's repaired. Wood we'll keep. Although we probably need that to make something along the lines. Bottle of purified tabs. That's for dirty water. Got the barbed wire we'll keep. Nails are definitely useful. There's our arrows. These rocks can kick rocks again. And okay, I think we're good. Let's just double check this area for any blue tape that may or may not be hiding around. That's amazing if them cars can come back to life. I don't remember them, but if they are, normally I find one that just needs a battery in and put a battery in it. and then maybe it needs fuel, like as we go down the road, you know, pick up some fuel and stuff. I don't tend to rebuild them from scratch. There is a tent over here, which I'm assuming this is where the trader lives. Now, what I did want to do as well, just before we head into the main town, is on the beach. This is like the hardest place to run the game as such. I just wanted to go in and check out some of these settings because it doesn't feel like there's any problem, but I feel like having ultra on everything really doesn't make much of a difference. So I'm just going to turn these down a piece and see what happens. Right. Like that, to me, doesn't look any different. And you save a bunch of resources. So maybe consider that when you're playing. Like the foliage and stuff looks exactly the same. If anyone can tell any difference, please tell me, because I can't. I think it just allows like an unlimited cap, you know. It's saying, well, you can use as much as you want. And that's just silly, really. Okay, there's nothing in the car. So I always start my playthroughs like this. I head to the left, I search all the cars, I take down a few zombies, I come back, I dump off my loot, and then I head to the right. I don't know why. I don't think it has to be done like this. It's just how I tend to do it. Set the alarm off. I'm just going to have a chocolate bar because, you know, I don't care. Okay, this dude does not hit straight. Is there a lock on? Gosh. Okay, we're now bleeding, so we're going to use a bandage. Yeah, I am not impressed with that. I was looking this way, and I had my stick. And he didn't spin around and do that. He just done it then, but he didn't do it. He was looking this way. And I'm not sure if it was because I was running. I need to figure this out. So come out of combat modes. I was eating a chocolate bar. I was walking this way. Then the guy came. I clicked, and he should have turned around, but he never did. And that's really weird because he does it now when there's no threat. Okay, here we go. Nice. One left. I love the visual style of this game. It's just enough to sell it, and everybody can run and take part in this game. It's not something that's taxing on the system. Really good way of doing it. Get up and check the box. What happened now? What's on? It's a little bit too heavy the first. Nothing in the box. Ooh, there is stuff there though. Okay, I've got myself a crossbow and also a trowel. Did that say? The tutorial's a little bit annoying because it just says again, collect 2 stones. Because I dumped them off, right? It's going to constantly bug me. Okay, cool. So we're in. Zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, Freddy Krueger top. So we can have that or we can have the jacket. Obviously the jacket's going to give us a bit more warmth. So we'll probably tear that one up into bandages, which are vital. We'll take the cash monies. We've got a new pair of trousers. We'll drop those down and we'll wear the hat because that's better than the bandana, which can then be torn into more bandages. Whoa, okay, I'm getting attacked. Back up off me, bro. There you go, get some. I do respect the man's choice in clothing now. Okay, so we want to take these trousers, but we don't want to... Ah, there you go. So move them to here, and then can we tear them? Yeah, we can. No, drop, place, repair. Okay, drop them. So the trousers cannot be torn from what I can see. Maybe without the shiv. Let me get the shiv, which I do have. And then we go into like the green trousers. Yeah, it's only repair, place, or drop. So can't actually rip those up for some reason. But all tops and hats seem to be able to be torn into bandages. I've got a bait there. Okay, crafting. So let's go. It did say craft a knife. I wonder if I craft a shiv, whether it will actually leave me alone. Because the tutorial keeps bugging me down there. Skills. Do we have any extra skills yet? Kill with firearms. I don't remember this. I don't remember the skill tree requiring jobs to be done, whereas now it seems to. So we've got craft a bow, craft an arrow, and then that's going to unlock a skill, which is survival. I thought we just did that off XP, but I might be wrong. They seem to have changed that, or at least for this game mode. Talk to Caesar, see if you can learn something about the current situation. Show Caesar on the map. He is mileage. Oh my days. That's new. I don't remember that either. I'm trying to get in the ice bucket. I still feel they need to work on the ease of use when it comes to loot and stuff. Like, if I go up to the car and it has a loot point, I should just be able to press F anywhere on this car and open the car. Do you know what I mean? Like, the boot doesn't animate, so therefore I shouldn't have to be specifically on a point with my cursor to open that boot. And I feel like that would make the game a lot more fast-paced and a lot more enjoyable on the tedious looting part. It still hasn't been fixed to this day, and I don't know why, because it is annoying. I don't know anyone who wouldn't find this game kind of... It's cool, like, don't get me wrong, it's a really good game, and it has a lot of stuff going for it, but there's real annoyances with it that the devs just completely ignore and seem to think are fine. And it's why they're putting players off and why players are getting bored with the game really quick. From my feedback I got was just that, you know, its controller at the time, the controller support was awful and everything was too small. The text was too small, the pickup range was too small, and I'm pretty sure they haven't fixed it. If I go into game controls, key loadouts, like, there's no sliders for like how big icons are. You can go to see, toggle sprint, toggle walk are fine. They've been added in and work fine. Auto save is every 5 minutes. Highlighted, blood effects. I could probably make them green, can't I? No, you got default or off. Again, make them green. Little design choices are a little bit strange, but the overall visuals and playability of the game, proper second to none. Okay, we're going to tear those. I've got bandages for days right now. This looks like a usable vehicle. This one's not too shabby. Gonna eat my beef jerky there. Nom noms. Having a great time. Nice. 100% food now and 70% water. Let's have a look what it's going to take to repair. So the fuel pump's a bit knackered. It needs a fan belt and a battery. Now we have the battery. We're just going to have to find a fan belt. And then we've got a working vehicle to carry up the road. Sweet. Okay, we've got zomboids coming in. Let's reload. Nearly T-pose that one. Gosh. Where'd you come from? The combat is so fluent in this game. Black. Okay, one more coming in. That's it. Level up. I can go and get my bows back as well now, which is pretty sick. There it is on the floor. I always call arrows bows. I don't know why I do that. Dyslexia I'm going to blame. I think it's just a lack of sort of being around any archery when I was a child. See here, look. So I'm trying to interact with this. This is why this game becomes a little bit annoying. So I have to be in a very specific place. It's fucking stupid. Like, you can see, I don't know if you can see my dot. Can you see my dot? You can't see my cursor, but even if I put my cursor over it, it doesn't activate the F to interact. I should be able to stand here and just put my cursor on it or my camera and have F show up. You have to be very specific where you are. And I don't understand why they haven't increased the radius of searches. Mainly because, like this boot, for instance, it's fine when I'm here, but I should be able to go here, here, and F comes up anyway. Just hold F, search the car. It needs a bigger radius on search angles because it becomes cumbersome when you're trying to micro organize yourself into a position where you can then interact with something. It's a little bit annoying, but that's the only fault I ever find with this game is it's just a little bit fiddly. But everything else in the game, it has atmosphere, it has it's got that like slow paced quiet gameplay. Is she a zombie? Is that a zombie? Is that a survivor? I think that's a survivor. I'm going to put this away and not look too scary. How do I... Empty hands. Don't shoot her in the face. There you go. Okay, she's got some stuff to trade. Or he's got some stuff to trade. I don't know if that's she or he. So we've got batteries, fridge element. A fan belt would be good. Right here. Go on now. Cement? Why are you walking around with a bag of cement? He's got a crowbar though. I like the idea of that. Let me trade you the crowbar for the baseball bat. Oh, he reckons I can do better. Of course he does. What about the trowel? You can have a trowel. There you go. He's happy with the trowel. So now we have a crowbar. Happy days. Successful trade. I'm going to rob him. Just not when he's looking at me. What's that? A funnel. I guess we might need that. What else we got going on? A couple rocks. I'm going to collect 2 just to get that gone. And then it says create a knife, which we know we need some tape for. Okay, I want to steal your leads. I'm going to switch that for the rocks. Imagine he's going to open that. He's going to go, where are my leads gone? Why is there 2 crusty rocks put here? Stolen. Oh, damn it. Shh. Ooh, he be stealing, that's it. Okay, let's try the crowbar as a weapon. It's more of a tool to get in places. Bring it. Oh, there you go. His head's come off. So, yeah, very effective weapon right there. There's the car battery. Well, another car battery, not the car battery. What can I use? So if I eat something, because I ideally need to drink, but... Dog food. Okay, I'm dropping that because there is no chance of me eating dog food. I am definitely not interested. Okay, stones. Let me eat the apple, which I think will give me water. Yep, I got 10% water from that and 20% food. I hit him so hard he just sat down. I think what it was when I was moving the opposite direction before, you have to give it time to turn around. So if, for instance, you're facing this way and you want to turn around, you have to give it time to activate. So if you're being chased, obviously you're holding the opposite button to move in a different direction. So I think that's why it kind of glitched out and said, no, I'm not going to go that direction. I'll drop the coat on the floor just so I don't forget it. It's looking a dapper coat there, boys. So like every swing counts. Why is he dressed as Michael Myers? Why is that Michael Myers looking dude here? That's unrealistic because, you know, he'll F me up. Okay, grey sports bag, hold to pick up. Ooh, does that give us more slots? It does, and it's got a pistol in it, boys. We've got a hammer and a pistol. Let me put this other junk in here. We don't need that, that, or that. We'll take the pistol, put that into there. I'm pretty sure I can switch that. Yeah, quick switch that into the slot. So now we've got the four main offenders of weaponry there. Now, what this coke? That looked pretty awesome too. Biker jacket. There you go, and then we'll tear this one up. Okay, so now we're looking very much different to when we started. And that's the cool thing about this game. Like, you never know what you're going to get. And when you do get stuff, it automatically makes you feel like you're not wasting your time. Everything you're doing is progressing. And even when you get oofed, I'm pretty sure you just drop your backpack. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's how it used to be unless you're playing like hardcore mode. So you just drop your backpack and then you go get it again. And if you drop it too far from a save, it becomes a little bit of a problem. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Progressing nicely. Got myself a lighter, that's perfect. We've also got matches, so we just need some wood now to burn and we can make a little camp. I'm not going to go too far out, just going to get enough stuff that we need, i.e. the tape, which shouldn't take too long. And then we're going to head back and go to the tower. Let's check the map real quick. I mean, that is distance. We need a car to travel that distance. So the main one, ideally, I think the main beginner game would be to do the tutorial, which is down in the bottom left, just behind me. Go through those things, which is just collecting rocks, making knives, making a bow, making arrows. Once you've done all that, then I would suggest that you then go to your first port of call, which involves fixing a car and driving past all of these zomboids. But for now, I'm quite enjoying just wrecking them. It's down again. Come on, wake up. There you go. 2 rocks. Okay, got 2 stones. Now it says create the knife. Again, I don't think we can do it just yet. Need that tape. The little float move. Okay, cool. Move that over. Okay, we've got Karen in a bush over there. We're fine right now. See, this one needs everything, so I'm not going to try and repair that. It is closer to the destination and does look pretty swish actually. But it requires nearly everything. Baseball bat. I keep taking bats. I'm so glad we found this backpack early game as well. Okay, I've just pulled everyone. Wasn't the best move. I've got a couple arrows. The manual reload you really do get used to after a little while. Oh, his head's come off. Oh, his head's come off. Becoming a bit of a Don Juan with this. Okay, I think I'm hitting him. Quite far away. Yeah. 4 hits from that distance and just to sit him down. Okay, I'm now out of bolts, if you want to call them that, or arrows. Boom, for the finish. Sweet. And I'm just going to go and pick everything up. I actually like the fact that zombies are not carrying loot. I've not found one that's dropped any loot yet. So it allows me to pick up the arrows really easy. The goat, that's it. We're bringing the goat gameplay. Okay, so we'll just take down this one. There's a couple more there, and one of them's a policeman. And I'm either, if my memory serves me right, he's either got better loot or he actually carries a gun and can fire it. Have a little pop shot at him. It's getting dark now, so I don't want to be out too late. His head's off. Ooh. You know where I hit him there, boys? Right in the ding ding. Level up. I'm going to say that every time. I've got to stop. I just get flashbacks to Altered Beast. Right, okay, good. Pick up the stuff. Go, 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 go. Again, the pickup's so slow. You can't just like run over stuff and like hold F or rapidly press F. They're going for realism, but I don't think they really should. Like I say, it's more of an annoyance than a cool feature. Okay, I've got a microphone so I can podcast in my own time. Okay, we've got another pistol. Perfect. I'm not sure if we have any ammo in that pistol. Of course not. Why would they give us ammo? This guy's going ham. Run. Barely see him. And now we're back to melee. How many arrows that guy's got stuck in him? Okay, 2 for the price of 1. I'm happy with that. Get my arrows back. I like arrows. They're almost like having unlimited ammo as long as you're picking them up. I have got bleed happening, so someone hit me there. I think it was the policeman. I'm probably going to heal that up. There we go. And we've got something going on there, some sort of poison. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Sorry, I'm just getting my bows reloaded. Okay, that's a Glock, perfect, and some ammo for it. Let's see if that fits our other gun. No, so it only fits the Glock. Very Pacific. Climb up on the car as it's gotten dark. Just switch out my pistol for the Glock. And then we're going to reload. Okay, I think we're safe. Whatever I'm hearing, I'm not seeing, so okay with that. Okay, the hammers don't stack, but it is used for building materials. Okay, we've got some more ammo there. We have a flashlight or a torch. Yeah, I'm just going to get oofed if I go in now. I think we'll head back because we can follow the yellow line all the way home, sleep it off, come out in the morning when it's daylight, and try again. We shouldn't come across too much resistance at this point. And again, not having a torch or some sort of flame or anything, I'm sure you can craft one. Let's have a look. Torch. No. Can make a Molotov cocktail, but not a torch. Improvised torch. Ah, there's one. So we're missing alcohol, unfortunately, and otherwise we could have made one. Cool beard in it. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Very, very dark. So checking the map, we opened up a healthy piece of the corner there. Not too shabby. I'm quite happy with the progress we made, considering we're coming back with no damage. I do need to work out what is going on with my body. So I have an ailment. So if I go to stats, it says infection build-up. So we need to combat the infection, possibly with some pills of some sort. I'm sure a can of beans won't do it. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, it's gone dark. I can't see in front of me face, so I'm going to head back. And gameplay same as usual. You know, there's nothing new really that's standing out. They haven't changed anything, and unfortunately some of the minor gripes are still there, but the overall game's still the same, and I still enjoy it, if not more now, because I'm more comfortable jumping in and playing. For me, it's a win-win. It's one of those games that are deserving of more of an audience, and I think they deserve more of a sort of sales. You know, they deserve more players, because the game doesn't get enough love and doesn't have enough players, in my opinion, for what it is. Just making it a bit more arcadey and a bit more accessible to beginners would be the route they need to go down. But whether they decide to do that or not is completely up to them. Again, if you don't want to sacrifice certain changes, how are you ever going to grow, right? Okay, I'm getting attacked, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. I'm just hoping to get back to the market tradesman and him just take these guys out for me. They've just been sort of following me along as we've been going. So once he sees them, he should have a weapon to take care of them. Go Bosh. Man down. Want my shiz back. Okay, I've got reference now. I know where we are. We're at the trailer that we searched. So we're about, what, 2 minutes away from home. It would be nice to have a mini-map as well. One that we can just bring up in the corner. We can sort of see a more closer, more zoomed in version of what we're doing. Just so I know where home is as opposed to the distance on the road. Again, if any of my points are in the game, I just don't know they're there. But I've been through the options and had a little nose around, and I can't find any real significant changes to the navigation or the looting. Oh, see, he's got a torch, yeah. He's trying to make me feel bad. How about you sell me one? Trade. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff to trade now. So I'm thinking I want the Uzi, but the 45s are empty. So maybe give him... He's not impressed with my 45. He's almost there with 2 45s. This is 12 gauge ammo, so that's shotgun anyway. Give him the microphone. How about that? He's happy with that. 2 guns and a microphone for an Uzi, boys. I'll take that deal. Okay, let's go dump a load of stuff off, and then we'll head out again, which will be daylight by then. So I'm using this vehicle here, which I don't know what condition it's in. So I might just start putting stuff into here, you know, as we gradually go. It makes sense, right? So it's got 4 tyres at reasonable conditions. Obviously the front ones are a little bit worn because someone been skidding it up. We do have a battery for it. What I'll do, I'll take the battery and we will put the 12 gauge ammo, the Uzi, and the lighter. Although the lighter might be useful, I'll keep hold of that. One of the hammers. Hammer time. Got metal bolts. I'm not sure. Standard crossbow bolts. So I'm going to put those away. So we don't have a crossbow yet. So at present, screwdriver no needed. Kitchen knife not needed. We're keeping the gnawed wood. We're keeping the hammer. We're taking the peas for whatever reason. Okay, good. We've got the battery, haven't we? What else do we have? No alternators or anything. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the battery into the front of this. And at least we can always remove it if we need to as well. It's a 76% battery. So we need a starter motor, an oil pump, and a fan belt. Now you can rob these out of other cars. So we've already seen one that has the oil pump. So I might go and rob that out. This one's a complete shed, I think, this one. Yeah, no good. Right, so I'm going to continuation today. I think just heading left the entire day. The radio tower will be in part 2, which will be our second live in a couple of weeks' time. We stream every day, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or all week. And we do different games every day. So I'll try and squeeze it in for the second week coming. So if you are subscribed, you'll get notified anyway. And we'll continuation this playthrough now until we get through the entire game. We will take Francis to the end game. We hope. Hoping we could open the bonnet of that. It's a Subaru. Might be able to get some parts out of it, but not today. Here we go. There's the oil pump. Take that one. Has it got 2 better tyres? So if I take these 80% tyre here, and this 70, then maybe get better ones as we go. Oi, oi. Big damage. Did my bow break? Oh, depleted. That's a shame. We do have the Glock as a backup with a few shells in it, so we might be able to use that. Nice autosave there. I'm thinking maybe we've took from her car, maybe we can take from her house. There's nothing in there. There is another crowbar on the roof, which we traded her for originally, but I can't get up there anyway, can I? What, son? No. Dear. Hang on, there might be a ladder. There it is. You can see it in the dark. Okay, free crowbar. I'm not going to complain. Beasts. I don't know if we search this one or not. It looks like a Subaru, but they call it a sedan. Get some. Oh, I'm just waiting for this time to go. I want it to go to daylight so we can all enjoy the visuals of the game. There doesn't seem to be a timer on here. There's a couple of other things I could get into crafting here as well, like another bow, but I want to do the tutorial just to get it out of the way. Survival. Okay, where are we here? So we've done 10 with a weapon. Now it says using a light melee, which would be a knife, take down another 10, and then use the heavy melee, which will be like a hammer of some sort or an axe. Kill enemies with explosives, that's down the road. Kill enemies with grapple attack. Grapple attack? I guess that's when they grab onto you and then you finish them. Okay, I'm becoming over encumbered, so I my weight, so maybe drop a tyre, 78% one, and then I'll pick it up on the way back. This is the stuff that really gets me into these games, the inventory management. This is why I think I like Fallout. I've never played the Fallout series seriously, and I am kind of looking forward to getting into Fallout London, the modded version. So I think in the future I'm definitely going to be picking up a bit more of these involved games that take a little bit longer with a little bit of a slower game pace to them. Oh, I didn't see this last time. We rob up the front? No. Hoping to get myself an extra car park. I saw somebody then. I might have been mistaken. See what I mean by this, like picking the stuff up? There's something in there, but I can't get my guy on it. To duck down and get it. Okay, bottle of liquor, which we needed for Molotov cocktail. I'm more interested in curing my ailment. Maybe I'll hold on to the liquor and we'll make something a little bit more resistant. Purifying canteen. What does that do then? The text is so small. I can't even read what it says. Dry water canteen. Okay, that's a gripe I've got with the game so far, is the text. It should be under gameplay. It should be a text slider. We've got language. We've got cursor size, which you guys can't see anyway, so it makes no difference. Oh, you can see it on here. Sorry, my bad. White, lock screen, chat preview. There's no text size. There's just things to make the game harder, like hardcore HUD. Just turn off so you're blind. Just running in the dark on a lonely, lonely road. Ooh. Again, we've probably searched most of these, but we're on a different gathering mission, so I'm going to make sure we check as many as possible. Definitely searched all of these. Didn't search the bonnet to this one. No. Or the hood, if you're American. Now being attacked. It's coming right for us. This is an ambulance. I'm pretty sure they have health inside. I think I caught Squeeze there because I was about to be attacked and I couldn't climb up. Damn, it's empty. I caught Squeeze on a tease because an ambulance usually has a lot of health meds in there and some bandages and stuff. It was worth the look. Toggle grid. Okay. See, it has a lot of good features here. It just doesn't have the time of day. It doesn't have sort of waypoint on the map now, so I can know I'm heading in the right direction. Like a prime example is if I bring up map, you can see my icon right down here, but I want to get to the yellow. So to get to the yellow exclamation, I should have something at the top of the screen just to point me in that direction. But there's just nothing, is there? Not the end of the world, but it would help. Just so we didn't have to keep going in. And even better, a rounded mini-map up in the top right that just gives us a zoomed in version of the other map. So we actually, you know, can see the road and see maybe even where loot is. In points of interest, anything like that. Okay, all these cars are more like a barrier rather than they are to search. So we're in a new area. It looks pretty secure. That can be deceiving. Oh, okay. Why is there now a sniper involved? It just says keep out. Okay. We're not going to get in there without weaponry and a plan. So we'll leg it. We are not wanted. A shame, because in the day we could maybe see what it was all about. Like, I'm all for zombie games having night cycles that make the zombies a little bit harder, or, you know, increase difficulty for the player. But I really dislike nights in games in general. I just don't think they work. I don't know what it is. It's like night cycles are nice, but I'd rather just sleep them away. Do you know what I mean? They're not really for me. Sun's dawning, but then I thought that last time and it went away again. Okay, we've got the lockpick. Happy days. Got to keep checking the fronts of these cars just in case. I'm starting to get low on fluids as well, so I'm going to be looking for that as a priority now. Yeah, it looks like we've got another homestead. Yeah, we can set up camp here as long as nobody's already here. Nice. Can't believe he actually dropped loot. That's the first time we've seen loot drop from a zeek, i.e. a zombie. We've also now got a shotgun, which is awesome. Do we have ammo for this bad boy? So 12 gauge shell, 0. So we had 12 gauge shell ammo, but unfortunately we shelved it. We put it in the car back at base. So yeah, that's absolutely useless to us right now. But still, nice that we've got one. Nothing in the trailer. And again, if you wanted to, you could unload all of your gear into that trailer, for instance, and then come back at a later date and collect it all, maybe on the way back. We do need a repair kit, and we now have a pocket watch finally, which should give us the time of day. And the repair kit is to improve overall condition of a vehicle. So once you put all your parts on your vehicle, we'll use that to repair it. And then it should run a little bit sweeter and a little bit longer. Look at the size of this beast. Jesus, that guy was stacked. Proper swole. We took a chunk out of me, I know that. Okay, now we're looking for some fluids. Hell yeah, we've got wood. Yeah, I'm wondering if I equip the axe, can we now improvise axe, and then maybe we can chop the wood? Aye aye. Someone let their mum out. Oh, it does. You have to hit it though. I thought they would have handled that with a simple F command. Yeah, that's quality. There you go. And then we turn them sticks into arrows. Bro, look at Hunchback of Notre Dame coming at me. Energy drink hype beast. Get some. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I mistimed it. Nearly come a cropper. Okay, so let's pick up that sticker before I do them all. Then we'll go crafting and we'll go improvised arrows. There you go. So that requires... Ooh, I want to see... Really? You can't click it and then go down and read and hover what those items are. Because the text is so small, it says fibers, right? Like I can see it. But like I wanted to hover it and have it say fibers. Because the text is so damn small on some of these items. But yeah, if I clicked it and then was able to go down and then hover over... Because some of these things take like 5, 6 items later on. And they're all crushed together and the text is so small. So yeah, this game needs user interface work. And it also needs just like what the player expects to do. So if the player expects to do it, they should be able to do it, which shows innovation on the devs' part. I think this game's been left for too long without some of the basic needs being implemented. Again, it's by no means bad. I'm not saying that. It's just saying there's a lot here for a whole host of players that, you know, would just improve the quality of life of the game. Like playing this at 4K on a massive telly and you're sitting the other side of the room, I don't think you'd be able to read the text. Ooh, what's that? An MK backpack. It's empty. That's what? 4, 8, 16. How many have I got? Yeah, we've got way more than that, so we'll leave it be. Can I take it with me, though? Hold to pick up. I don't want to switch mine. Yeah, see? I just want to, like, take the whole backpack. We take this tyre. Could do with a decent tyre for my car. Ah, there's an axe. I've been looking for that. What is going on here? I think the Z in the door there is having a bit of a geek out. Oh, took his head off. I got lucky. Critical strike. And her. Yeah, I love the crowbar. I think the crowbar is one of my favourite weapons. Box of nails. We've got a lock. No safe in here, which is weird. Man down. Okay, nice. Got this guy creeping. Okay, I'm starting to get used to the mouse controls now. It's been about 20, 25 minutes. And what it is, if you click the right button, you go into combat mode. And if you click it, you come out of combat mode. Now, most cameras on most games that are ARPG camera style is going to have where you hold the right button and then move your camera to swivel it around. This one just swivels around by itself. And then you click the right button to go into combat mode. So it takes a little getting used to, but once you do get used to it, it's no problem, and it only takes about 20 minutes. And I'm an avid gamer, so I probably would rate that most gamers are going to get it within sort of 20 to 30 minutes, the hang of the control system. Okay, we're a little bit overweight, not personally, but in the kilogram department, we're carrying too much weight. So I do think we need to first get water, some sort of fluid, and then reduce weight. I do have alcohol, you know, I can drink that. I'm not sure that's going to replenish any water. I think it's actually going to do us more harm than good. I'm going to switch the axe for the knife. Over there you go. I do like the setup where you can take one short range weapon, i.e. a handgun, one long range weapon, i.e. a rifle, and then you take one long range melee and one short range melee. The bows are kind of a stickler to that though. The bow is an oddie because you can take the bow as well as a rifle. Yeah, the crowbar just beefs. Worth it. I don't mind them coming at me. There's nothing in the ice chest. Okay, it might not be worth it if there's nothing in here. Put myself in a box. What in the scientist is chasing me? Quick. Look, he weighs his head twice as big as his body. I'm going to use my axe on this boy. Here he goes. Damn, one-shotted. For the finish. And he's dropping loot. Nice. What's this? Blood rehydration? Okay, we'll take that. Got myself a blood bag. The axe is absolutely devastating. We found one better than a crowbar. These guys are waiting to oof me, look. I've cheesed it. I'm whacking through the door. I can hear them, so I'm definitely hitting them. Cheesed it. So the doors don't have as much protection as you might think, so you might want to be careful with that. Okay, let me check our trousers. So we're at 22% quality. This one's at 41. So I'm just going to switch those out. And then I'm going to... You can't cut them up, can you? So I'm just going to drop them. Got myself some new slacks. Oh, there's a power drill. Nice. This is a big high gains area. Gas bottle. Again, I don't think we're going to be able to carry this without walking our ass home. There's the tape. Finally, we found tape. After an hour of gameplay, we find tape. Cheese be drippy, bro. The cheese do be drippy. I haven't found no cheese yet. Another hammer. We could probably leave it. I'm going to drop it, though, so I know it's there for next time. We'll obviously come back here 2, maybe 3 times in our travels. Yeah, I'm overcumbered. You can see I'm not able to run anymore. We do have some big items. Obviously, the gas bottle is kind of a biggie. I will drop that because I don't really know the point in it. And the tyre as well. I'm going to drop the tyre. We will come back for these at a later date. Okay, what's in the boot? We've got a revolver. Hell yeah. This game is not stingy, is it? You know, I know you can set it to be stingy. But on base settings, it's actually quite comfortable. Jump move. Okay, what we got there? So we've got the 5.56s. So they'll probably fit the... what would they fit? The Colt, I think they might fit. We don't actually have the Colt with us. We put that in storage. If I hover the revolver, does it say what ammo it takes? So it takes 357. So it's 357 Magnum. Makes sense. Okay, we're just still looking for car parts right now. Someone disturbed Jimmy. Yes, combat's fun. I love this game. Yeah, there is a grey bag on the floor. It's got some bolts. We'll take those. And spanners. Oh, can we get in? Is that a window? Right. Couldn't even see it. It was so clean. Yes, health. Here we go. First aid. I'm just going to treat everything because I'm not sure what's actually wrong with us. So if it fixes it, then good. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to find something else. Open and treat. Okay, that did not solve my issue. Jar of jam. A jam jar. Eat the jam, bro. Hopefully it gives me some fluids because I'm about to fast myself to death. Jimmy! I know. Ah, here we go. We've got dirty water. Can I treat the water with the helps promote healthy immune system? So maybe if I move that over, can we put that in there? Treat or equipped or place or swap. No combine. So, okay. Maybe I drink the dirty water, which makes me get the shits, and then I eat the pills to take the shits away. Okay, that's done. Now treat myself with the pills. I mean, it didn't help. I'm still literally starving. Okay, we're a little bit stuck here. Got some peas, we can eat those. Looking for fluids though, ideally. That gave me 10% on my fluids. Obviously there's some pea juice up in there. Nothing in the fridge. Meh. Okay, uneventful, that house. Again, another little issue. Why don't all doors open outwards? When you're inside, they should open outwards. When you're outside, they should open inwards. Why not? What is he doing? He was just chilling. Feels bad a little bit. Okay, we can start a fire here. I think that's how you clean water, if I remember rightly. You do put some pills or something with the water where you boil it. But at the moment, it's not really worth worrying about. I've got an empty can now. I'm going to ditch that. I'm going to ditch the empty bottle. Although, I could go and get some water out of the sea, couldn't I? A sea or a lake? It looks like a sea to me. It's like a in-game border. Yeah, that's definitely a sea. Let's go. Wow, I'm just going to say this game looks pretty awesome at times. Okay, we're in. Can we now use this? I kind of dropped it thinking it would fill up. Doesn't have the refill mechanic. No! Why? Okay, I'm just going to drop it and leave it then. That's another mistrick. Why can we not fill our bottles up in the, even if it's dirty water, and then at least stockpile some water, you know? Go get a bunch of dirty, take it back to crib, make it clean. I'm sure there is a mechanic for that, but it's definitely not what I was expecting. Okay, we need to craft some bows. I've been putting that off for a little while, so go to the arrows. And what was it again we needed? Fibers, that was it. How was that? Dog chews. Old chewies. Cashew nuts. That gives me food if I eat it, but I don't need it, so I'm not going to. Take the knife. By dropping the tyre and the exploding propane bowl, we're actually able to run even though we've almost maxed out our entire inventory right now. School bag. What's in the school bag? What school kid carries 22 ammo? I mean, obviously a naughty kid, but damn. There's another axe in there, boys. We are looking quite dangerous. We are fully equipped. Man's looking a little bit savage. Oh, soda, finally. I mean, his soda, so it's not going to refresh us much. But then neither does gin, right? It makes you thirsty, so you put a mixer with it. Then you drink the mixer, which obviously isn't water. Then it just craves water in the evening because you end up with dry mouth. You're never really rehydrating yourself when you drink anything other than water. Unless you believe in those energy drinks with electrolytes and stuff. And I've never seen an electrolyte, have you? So I'm not sure they're even a thing. Has the SUV got a bonnet? Nope. Or a hood for those in America. Luggage. Obviously no one's gone on holiday lately. The toolbox is empty. And oh, hello. Got carrot seeds. That's probably useful. More useful than an empty jam jar. Hang on, what's that? Is that fibres? Gunpowder. Ooh. Okay, we'll take the gunpowder. And maybe if I eat the peas, which do give me 10% water, that'll keep us ticking over. It's BS. What's BS? Can't BS a BSer. And then we're going to open the seed. Ah, that's how you get seeds. Get rid of the empty can. Move my seeds. Seeds. What's bullshit? What are we moaning about? Scrap metal, we could do with that. What can we get rid of though? Everything's a compromise at this point. Now wood weapon. Oh. Suppose I could get rid of the knife. It's 57. What's this one? That's 100%. Okay, let's drop the kitchen knife, take the scrap metal. Sweet. Now we do have tape, so we can now make an improvised knife spear. What was it we were looking to make? Something had tape. Yeah, it was the knife, wasn't it? So I can now make the shiv, which is only on the tutorial, and I don't know if I have to. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it and see what happens. It could be a waste of resources, to be honest. There, so now I have a spare shiv. And the tutorial says knife crafted 0 out of... They have never fixed the tutorial in this game. I'm sorry. They just need to sort their shit out. Go to inventory, crafting tab, and it's asking me to do it again. So you saw me make it. It's right here. And they're saying I didn't do it. And I've wasted my tape. So the tutorial, just completely ignore it because the fucker don't work. So yeah, that sucks. If I take the track off, there you go. Now it's just off my screen. Electrolytes, it's all made up. Oh, the BS. Okay, I got you. I'm glad you agree. I know, I'm obviously not a scientist. I wouldn't take my word for it. Or a food hygienist. Or a cook. I have no qualifications to speak on electrolytes. Which is something you should bear in mind when you watch YouTubers. Is what are they actually qualified to talk about? What is their main sort of qualifications that allow them to do that? Personal opinion is personal opinions. That's just somebody's opinion. That's okay. You can, you can argue it. You can have your own opinion. Everybody should have a middle ground and a grey area where there's discussion. I mean, a prime example of this is the Americans at the minute with their left and right movement. There's no grey area. There's no room for compromise. Nobody can talk to any fucker because two people are on such different scales and sides that everybody hates everyone in the middle. So I just think like a grey area is probably the most important area. It's where everybody should aim to be, because you need to look at both sides even when you feel you're right. I feel like even if somebody, you know, somebody can have a very vast difference of opinion when it comes to such a subtle subject or a small subject like how to cook toast. You know, you can have 5 different people who all have a different opinion of how they like their toast and how they like their toast buttered and how they like it presented. Some like it cut in triangles, some like it cut straight. So if this is the thing, then not having a grey area just causes people to act ridiculous, because they're saying this is my views and my opinions, and that's it. And if you don't have the middle ground to compromise and come around with a solution, then you can't ever move forward. You just get stuck. Left versus right, A versus B, you know, 1 versus 2. It's mental. You got to have a grey area. Okay, this is a box of antibiotics, and I am pretty sure that's what we possibly need. I've opened them, but I don't know where they went. Is it this? No. Where did they go? No, don't waste them. I opened the antibiotics. Where did they go? Am I missing it? Is it in my inventory? Seeds, stones, multivitamin tablets. Okay, that was weird. Is that not a glitch? So I opened the antibiotics and they disappeared. They've just gone. They're not on the floor. They're not in the toilet, are they? Collect toilet water. Oh my god, why would you have this? Why is this a thing? I can collect water from a toilet, which I appreciate. It's a cool feature, but I can't go out to the sea and collect water. That doesn't make any sense. I'd rather seawater than pissy, shitty, backdraft water from some hillbilly who used to live here. Uh-oh. Got noises. I've got feats on the street. I've also got a new axe. Hell yeah. They are very generous in this area with axes. Wood used for construction. Can we not just pile that up? No, it only comes in 10s. So I'm going to drop the 2s. And then I'm going to take the fire axe instead. By moving the revolver up. Happy days. Nothing in the wardrobe. Nothing in the bedside cabinets. And dark is setting in, so I want to be either setting up camp or heading back. I'm happy with this. We're doing very well. I'm enjoying this today. Okay, we are opening up the map nicely now. We're actually heading around like this, so I'm probably going to come back on myself and then head up to the main objective once we figure this out. So I've got 28 water right now. Ooh, how do we dig that? Don't have the right tools. Okay, let me check 6, because that was our time. There we go. We've got a time of day now, which is awesome. It just shows up in the top there. Another axe there. We're not at risk of running out of weaponry. Why does he look so... But what is going on here? Is that a friend? Oh, I nearly hit him. I nearly hit him so bad. Okay, what's he got? He's got batteries. He's got a tent. Now, that could be useful. I want to confirm the tent, and I probably want to take the... What is that? All you need to know about electricity unlocks the power items in the build menu. He's got cool shit, right? So we know we're getting a lot of axes, so I'm going to get rid of the axe, the hammer, the baseball bat, some wood. You know, maybe he'll take some wood. He said we're almost there. What else can we give him? Crowbar? I love a crowbar. He said we're almost there. Crowbar did not work. What about if I give you multivit tablets? No, he's not happy with those. I don't want to give him my good stuff. What can I give you? Bandage. No, he doesn't like the bandage. He will take the crowbar because it makes it from light green to dark green. He may take the second lot of wood. No. Rocks. No. Okay, he's not happy. Seeds. All of the seeds. Oh, he's happy with the seeds. Okay, I'll give him the seeds. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those anyway. So now we've lightened our load and also got a few new items. So this book, if I read it, should now well, it's disappeared. So I'm assuming that's gone into our knowledge. Unarmed grapple kills, kill zeeks with your fists. Got to kill 10 zeeks with our fists. We'll do that when we head back, so there'll be easier zeeks down our way. Crafting. So we still need fibers. What else did I get from him? I got the book and I've got a box of nails there. Open them up. There you go. I've got 2 lighters. I could trade one of those. 3 lots of different ammo, which means our revolver should now work as well. Okay, Glock's fully ready to go. Shotgun is fine. Revolver, we'll switch that for the Glock just to see. Hell yeah. Okay, we're ready to roll. Does it tell me how much ammo's in it? So if I take this Glock and put it there. Yeah, so now we have 1 in the hand and 1 there. But if I now switch that out, we'll lose that slot. So I think the Glock will have to stay with us. Cool. Nothing in the car, but this guy might have something in here. No. Okay, we're just going to keep keeping on. He didn't have anything to replenish our food or our water, but he did have a couple useful items which we gathered off of him. It's now 5 o'clock, so that's taking... Yeah, so we're going to have to find somewhere else to camp out. We're not going to make it home at this point. We're going to have to set out on day 3. Okay, we're going to test the revolver on this guy just to see what we're capable of. Very loud. Does good damage over distance. Reload it. Keep on watching, that's it. Okay, I don't want to waste my ammo, so what I'm going to do is go melee. Whoa, what is this skinny beast doing? There we go. Oh, right in the mid. Karen coming at us. Okay, we've gone OPP. What is happening? Go for the shotgun. Oh, no ammo. Yep, go revolver. No ammo left for that one. Big Daddy coming at us. Okay, this guy's got some health. Jeez. My lack of stamina at the minute. Where are they coming from? I fired a couple of shots from a revolver and ended up with a whole tour bus full of zeeks. Big damage. Okay, so skills. We are leveling up as we go, but not these particular ones. We're now level 4. So the XP increases your level, which increases your skill level, which then allows you to unlock more skills. But you still have to do the tasks, which is defeat Z's with melee attacks. So light melee would be like your knives, I would assume, or even your fist combat. I'm just going to sort of take on the easy guys. Like this one coming at us probably isn't that hard to take down. So maybe we can just like go full boxing mode. There you go. Frank Bruno that. Oosh, get some. Takes a lot of hits. Man down. Okay, maybe crouch. Okay, I can't actually hit him once he's on the floor. Oh, beastly. I mean, we beat him to a pulp and then took his bonce off. That was some visceral shit right there. Okay, let's check our crafting now, and we'll go into skills. Yep, so in the skills, now we've got still only one, so the punch didn't count on that one. There was one I saw that it will. Yeah, here. This one, isn't it? Unarmed, grapple, kill Zeeks with your fist. You have to kill the Zeke with your fist, not just box it to the ground. That's a challenge and a half, and I'm probably going to want some armor when I do that. Okay, this Zeke had some loot. Lockpicks are always good. I like the fact that the different size of Zeke represents the toughness that they're going to offer. So if they're a big burly fellow, they're probably going to take a few more hits to get them down. These cards look like they're very much going to be worth a lot selling them. And he's got a spanner, which is fine. Yes, here we go. Yeah, that's a good lootage right there. Yeah, so each different type of Zeke carries with it a different skill set. So like you want to take out certain Zeeks prior to other Zeeks, especially the skinnier ones, to sort of free up some room to take down the big ones. If you just have them all like swamp you and you don't pay no attention to what ones you're fighting, I think that in lies where a big problem there could have happened. That's, I guess, intermediate. I think there was quite a few Zeeks there. I haven't ever dealt with that amount, especially hand to hand. And I think we did all right there. It's really annoying that we are surrounded by water and yet I'm dying of thirst. This cannot be a thing. Keep crawling, just keep crawling, just keep crawling. They do though, that's the thing. They will come at you. You could run as far as you want. They'll still come. So I don't actually need a bandage, but I'm going to use one just to feel better about my situation. Just makes me feel a bit more comfortable. Okay, we've got a wrecked police vehicle. There's a bunch of rocks around here. Ah, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good loot area. We've got a scrapyard, boys. Compass. Okay, we need that. Okay, now we actually have... Yes, mini-map. I mean, it doesn't really tell us much. I was kind of hoping for a proper little mini-map, but it's going to do the job. So between the compass and the time, they've solved, I would say, 80% of my gripe with the overall user interface. Not having a map that actually shows you the road, where you're actually at, what point of interest are near you. You know, I can live without it, but I'd like it to be implemented for the beginner people, you know, the people that have never played anything like this before. They need a little helping hand, and I would actually appreciate it myself, just because it makes creating content a lot quicker, you know, knowing exactly where you're going and what you're heading towards, having little mini goals. Okay, I'm going to take the multivitamins. I need a free spot. I need a free slot here, guys. And then I'm just going to take the fan belt. So now we've got the second part of our car we needed. We've also got the oil pump, so that's 2 parts of the car done. We are actually doing okay, and there's a fuel can there with 13%. There's a car battery, but we've already got one, so I'm not bothered. I'm assuming our car might run out of battery by the time we get here, which is why they might have laid one out. It's only 4 o'clock, we're doing well. Okay, scrap metal. Now, I do have scrap metal. Any of this be piled up? None of it's stackable, is it? Create a camping and storage. You can deploy the tent to access the inventory. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because 1, I don't know really what the tent's all about. And 2, this looks like quite a safe place. There you go. Deploy my tent. Right next to the smelly tyres. Search the tent. So you can actually store stuff here. Which might not be a bad shout for the stuff I'm not bothered about, right? So, like, I no longer need rocks anymore. I don't think. Let me check my crafting. But all I want to make is some arrows. I'm sure fibers are easy to make, but I've not really sort of figured that out yet. Okay, we need a pickaxe. Improvised. Yeah, so fibers is my main material that I need to find now. Okay. Oh, hang on, there's a bottle of water there. Well, how do we make water? So you need dirty water and pill. I had pills, but they wouldn't let me put them in. Maybe I wasn't doing it right then. Okay, we'll try and do that because we don't want to run out of water now, do we? So there's no sleep. I thought a tent would allow us to sleep and maybe regain some of our, I don't know, like even just our stamina would come back. But it doesn't look like that's how they're doing it. It's like putting down a flag in some RPG games where you can then return to that flag once you get oofed or when you save and reload. Oh, there you go. Rope. We needed that. What can I get rid of now? Let's go back to storage. I'm going to find everything here. It's scrap heap challenge. Let's go tent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put my wood in there. And move all my wood to the tent. Crossbows, put them in there as well. Anything I'm not overly fussed about, I'm just going to drop. And then we're going to use these items to craft, which is the rope. And what is that? Barbed wire. Barbed wire can stay where it is. Again, more rope there. And nails. Oh, there's a rope on the floor. Okay, so we go to craft. Now we can see we can almost make the improvised pickaxe and also the where was it? Spear, was it? Improvised torch. Okay, so that's cool. So we can make 2 things out of there. We can make torch now, and we can also make the so I need wood. I can drag that across. There you go. Then go to crafting. There you go. Improvised torch. So we're going to make that one. And then we're going to make the pickaxe. I mean, it's instant. That's what's a bit off-putting by it. It just instantly creates it and puts it into your inventory. Right, so now we have the pickaxe. We'll keep a bit of wood with us. We'll move the rope down. And we'll move our lighter across. And we'll keep going. We've got a couple free slots there. We'll equip the torch, because obviously it's getting dark now. If I was a torch, where would I be? automatically go in here? No. Oh, it does. I wish I wouldn't do that. One. Here you go. Well, I mean, that's a bit lackluster. That's not exactly what I was expecting. That's a bit dry bread, isn't it? Oh, why are you telling me to update? Go away. Update yourself. This is why we switched to Linux, so we don't have updates. Right, where was I? Yes, that's not exactly the brightest of torches, and I'm not sure if it has... I think it will have some sort of penalty as well by using it, so the bar actually goes down as you're using it. And of course you get more zomboids at night, so again you're running the risk. There you go, we can use these though. That's to clean water. Saw, hand saw that can be used for extra wood from logs. Oh, that's cool. Leave that be for a minute. So using the right tool for the job is actually going to help us. Ah, it does burn damage. Yes, okay, burn damage is good. I like that. I mean, the sky is still on fire right now. Yeah, burn damage does... I mean, it does a quarter though. That's the problem. It's not a weapon, right? So as I'm using it, it's actually degrading it even harder. Steel bat. Okay, we don't have a steel bat. Are they better than a wood bat? I personally would rather get hit by a wood bat than a steel bat. Don't have any extra room, so I guess we're going to take it. Bit more scrappage. I'm just searching the area for anything that might give us fluids and that might allow us to survive a bit longer. So it asked me to update. I said no, and now it won't connect to the internet. I mean, that's how they get you, right? This is Android we're talking about. Okay, electronics is new. Also a power tool, battery. We have a power tool. Wonder if the battery can just be plonked on. No, it swaps out. Maybe in here? No. That looks like it fits. Again, not the best way to do it, is it? Okay, this looks like a really safe place to hold up, so I think I'm probably going to do that. Noodles. Consume all. Is that dry noodles? Can we even eat dry noodles? Oh, it's crunchy. He's crunching it. Bro, that's not food. Oh, finally an energy drink. Tucked right under the table there, there's an energy drink. My inventory is full. I don't care what I chuck. I'm just going to lob something on the floor. There we go. And we're going to drink that juice and enjoy it. There you go. Crack it, baby. Yes. Okay, 20% back on the fluids, which isn't a lot, but it will do the job. We've got a cup there. Some more ammo. Please tell me this car works. Actually looks like it's a fully... Ooh, okay, fuel pump and a battery. Well, I have a fuel pump. The battery we put in the other car, which is fine, because we want to use that as a go-to anyway. We're going to have to Look for another battery. There was one around here. I think the guy was selling one, wasn't he? I'm not 100% sure if my memory's serving me well, but I'm pretty sure he was selling one. So if we were to head back to the roads, that is a nice looking vehicle as well. Good condition. Might even be one knocking around here. I think a scrapyard for cars would have a spare battery knocking about. Tear that, take them. This place is actually a really cool place to have like a defense, because it's already got a gated area. You know, no one can really get through that fence apart from the entry point. You could put like, I don't know, Bodicea spikes up there or whatever, and you'll eventually be able to hold them back. So we've got a pickaxe now, which requires us to switch out a tool. So I'm going to do that, and then we can hopefully do this. Right, let's use the pickaxe. Not really sure what we gather from this. Big rocks. Okay, so we created that salt? Saltpeter. Don't know what it's for, but we get that from doing some mining, so that's pretty cool. Okay, here's the road. I'm pretty sure if we head back, this is where the salesman was we met. Getting pretty dodgy at night doing it. He was like over here next to a couple of parked cars. I'm pretty sure he had a battery. If we can get a battery off him, I'll trade anything. We can get moving in the car, which will have headlights, which then will light our path as well. I want to go too off track. I'm trying to sort of wait for him to appear. It's quite dark, so it's hard to work out. What's this going on over here? This could be the man. He's got himself a torch. I think that's it. Oh, you beast. Stop. She's ignoring me. Okay, so... Oh, he had batteries. Oh, my memory. Oh, so it wasn't a car battery. Where did we see the car battery? Yeah, I don't need anything from you now, bro. I could sell you some shit, but it's not really going to benefit any of us. Oh, dear. Okay, car batteries. I think that's going to be too far back. Flare gun? Stolen. Bottle of vodka? Stolen. That was worth a trip. I can get pissed and fire off some flares. Hoorah! One of them. Yeah, we'll leave the fire axe there because we're probably going to need that. Okay, the only thing stopping us traveling at super speed when the sun dawns is a battery now, which is a little bit of a letdown because we've passed at least 2 or 3 on our travels. Yeah, we're not far now. Check the time. That's 2 AM. We've got a long wait. That's it. You got to have a drink in these times. I am wondering if I can get rid of my cursor off the screen. Just bear with a minute. Sometimes if I go to properties, there's a capture cursor thing. No. It just is part of the game. Ooh. How are we doing for the stream today? It's looking pretty good. Good quality. It looks alright on my screen, but then it always does, so I can never really tell. This one's just checked out for some reason, so let me redo that. That one stopped working. Okay, there is a car here we haven't checked. I was kind of hoping it was going to have battery in it. Got to do a lockpick move. Adjust. Oh, hello. A little bit further back. Okay, that just snapped, even though that is the right way. Very Pacific. That's quite nice to do though. Okay, look at this. Okay, we are armed and dangerous. We've got MP45s. We've got an augmented sight. We've got a bunch of these. Oh, they don't stack. Bunch of toolkits. Another revolver. We've got revolver ammo, which is awesome. Can we unload the... We can't unload the revolver, so I'm assuming it's empty. But we do have one. Do we have one? Where's the revolver gone? That's the Glock. That's the flare gun. Oh, it's in my hand. Okay, that's why. So the revolver's over there. Propane torch, MP45. I'm not leaving that behind. Okay, I'm going to drop the wood. We can always get wood if we need it. And it's only a 1 slot. That's what I kind of didn't get about this game as well, is MP45s just take up 1 slot. Like, every other game they take up 2, 3 slots. Okay, move the bat to the top. No, that doesn't work either. Flare gun. Okay, flare gun goes up there. And then we can move the MP45 across. And obviously you want to fit the sight, which seems to not fit this, or I can't do it in this menu. The shiv, we've got 2 shivs. I'm going to drop one. Take the sight. Then I'm going to go back, see if I can fit the sight on. So we can drag. No, it doesn't fit the MP5, but it's a cool sight nonetheless. Okay, so whoever owns that car probably has a decent house as well. Although someone's drove their car through it. What is this symbol as well? Is that a hammer? Maybe we can bring out the hammer, which we do have, or did have. I don't know if we still do. No, we don't still have it. I wonder if we could just crush it down. Okay, let's try not to go through the windows. Let's do it sneakily. You can see why I dropped the knife. There's just like a knife in every building that I've been in so far. Great. That's it. Great. There's our bog water. We don't have an empty bottle at the moment. We do have a jar though. I wonder if we could fill the jar with dirty water. What can we do? Let us drop the now wood weapon. Trying to think what we can get rid of. Everything I've got is pretty dapper. I'm going to take the arrows, drop those. And then we'll take the jar just to see how the mechanics in this game work. My light's gone out. Now I can't find myself out the door. There we go. We'll go in to the toilet. And we'll try and fill this jar with water. No, it has to be a bowl. Which, you know, I don't mind. Whatever. If that's the mechanic they want to use. Don't see why we can't put it in a jar. Put pills in the jar and then drink the jar. Again, another weird choice by the devs. In a survival scenario, you would definitely want 100% to just fill up anything, even your hands, and drink piss water if you were fasting, starving, you know. I found clean water though, which is awesome. So this is how we make it. So apparently the refrigerator's off. Are these items we can take? What is this? Inventory. This is to create, right? So you put dirty water in the fridge. Apparently it makes it clean. Apples, oh my days. To make yourself a feast. Okay, there's some cool stuff there. But we can't cook on it yet. So a cooker will turn dirty water into clean water. And that's something we need to remember. We now know where that is, but it is dark as all balls out here. Improvised torch. We need alcohol, which we don't have. Kind of stuck at the moment in the dark. Let's check the time. It's now 5, so another hour, which will then dawn the sun. We'll be able to see what we're doing. Know roughly how we got in here. He says as he wanders into the unknown. Okay, I've got a farmer's vehicle here. Okay, cool. It takes more concentration to negotiate in the dark than it does 10% in the day. You can just breeze through the day. This is why I don't like the dark or day and night cycle in games. It just makes it, I know it's the idea is to cause problems, but it just makes it a little bit less fun. 2 days have passed. Okay, I thought we was on day 3 because we've had 2 night cycles, but apparently it's only 2 days. Let's check the time. We're now at 6 AM, so we should be getting sun around 6 to 7. There we go, it's starting to lighten up, so we can see that from the pitch black we have landed into the middle of a field, which was why that farmer had an MP5. You know, he was a fully funded, fully sustainable guy on the middle of a ranch essentially. Yeah, this has got to be his house. He's got a massive... Yeah, there we go. Let's get up in this beast. Myself some red berries. I'm assuming they're alright to eat. There's a bottle of an alcohol sitting there, which we need. Ooh, back it up. Oh, get some. Okay, energy drink. We definitely need it. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, what should we do? Drop an axe. Well, that was some bullshit. I'm stuck on a table. Okay. Energy drink. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, consume all. Okay, now we're doing good again. Got the energy drink. That's about 20%. Pick my axe back up because that's a beast. We'll select axe because the pickaxe is not a weapon. It's a crafting material. And then here you see we've got a bottle of liquor which we need for the crafting of the torch for the night time. And then just a bit of wood, which is a piece of piss to find. So I'm happy with that. Don't want to get rid of my aluminium bat and my... I'm just kind of holding on to this bit of wood with nails in it, and I don't know why. Really, I don't get it. Maybe I'll just use it until it breaks. What else can we get rid of? Okay, that's going to give us the slot for that. Vodka helps first, but affects stamina. Okay, we can eat the berries. Okay, we've got the alcohol. Now we just need a piece of wood, which is not hard to find, of course. Okay, that looks cool. Visually, this game bangs. Like, atmospherically, this game bangs. It has a lot going for it. Oh, man, it's locked. That window's still in. Okay. We don't want to take a window out and set an alarm off. This house is huge. And I'm sure the farmer's going to be in there with some weaponry to take us down. Well, hello. Proper workman. Nice. Okay, I wanted to try the back door. It's also locked. Makes sense. I don't think we're getting in without taking one of... Oh, hello. This one's not. This is like an outhouse. Oh, it's a garage. Oh, yeah, it's like, I was going to say outhouse, but it's a garage. But he's got a fishing rod there, which is awesome. He's got a fuel filter. Hello. Flamethrower magazine. What in the world? Let's read that, shiz. There you go. There's our car battery. That's what we needed. So I need to make a free slot. Again, if I had a piece of wood, we could make the torch, which then gives me free slots. Oh, hello. Jimmy. Get him, Francis. Bust him up. He snuck up behind us. There was no way to shut the garage door, unfortunately. Okay, so we need this. What can we get? What can we sacrifice? What do we... I mean, I've got loads of ammo, of course. Let's see what this one takes. This takes the 45 CP ammo. We've got 22. Kind of holding on to things for dear life, and I probably shouldn't. Okay, I'm going to drop the sight. You know, it's an awesome, you know, tactical org sight, but I'm going to leave it on the floor there because I don't have a gun that fits it. It's kind of wastage at that point. Okay, here's a mistrick. So the door's locked. Why would the devs not think if you have an axe that you do a here's Johnny and smash your way through that door? Surely that would be the next stage, you know? You can't get in. All right, I'll make some noise. I'll bust the door in. The zombies can break the doors, but it doesn't seem like I can. So no here's Johnny mode. And even lock picking, you know? Maybe lock pick that lock, but apparently not. So we're going to have to smash the glass, even though I didn't want to be able to progress into this building. Luckily, no alarm. But that's not always the case. Okay, we've got a skanky toilet. We definitely need a bottle because I've only got 25% right now. Could also do with a bandage. We did get mullered a little bit there. Yeah, this is fun. Nothing in the fridge. Come on, he's a farmer. He must have stuff. There's got to be some sort of loot box room somewhere. There's no way he didn't stockpile fruit and veg. Cup. Oh, Fred. I need Fred. How do we get this? We break that down in any way? No. Don't want to sacrifice anything. Fred's not that important. It's rare. I haven't seen it up to now, but I don't think we need to sacrifice anything. Survival is the main aim of the game right now. Okay, 51% trousers. We've got 40. I'll equip those. Drop these ones so I know they're there. Luggage. New pair of boots. Those ones are 26. These ones are 40. Drop those on the floor too. Oh, he's holding it back. All that good loot that I expect to be here. There is a pistol on the table. It's a Ruger pistol, which I think is a play on the word Luger, which is a German pistol. It takes 22 ammo. Let's take a look. Do we have any 22s? I've got 5x56. Oh, I do have 22 ammo. So it's probably worth taking. The flare gun itself, yeah, I just like the look of it and the fact I've got one. I don't really think it's that useful. Maybe we drop... We can make another pickaxe, of course. That's just a hassle. Padlock, maybe? Use this to lock up your base of valuables. I mean, that's important, right? I'm going to drop the padlock. I know where it is. I'm going to come back for it. I'm going to take the weaponry because I feel like that's more useful. I'm going to reload my revolver. Okay, cool. So my revolver's using 357, as in 357. Now I have how many shells of that? 13. Whereas the 22 doesn't actually show how much it's got. So if I go ahead and swap those out, and then maybe reload it, it's a lot quicker. And now it's gone. So, I mean, just keeping that as a sort of standby backup is actually saving me a slot now. So that's what we'll do. We'll roll with the revolver. And we've got the axe, of course, which does big damage. Ooh, PC, what's this about? So inside the computer, we've got power leads. Again, something rare. There's a Game Boy. They call it a Game Bro. Okay. Menu. I don't know what the point it is. Classic handheld device. Shame it's got no games. 55%. So it's a worn one as well. And it only weighs 0.3, but it's good for trading, right? So we can trade that for other items. There'll be very much... Hey, Moore, how you doing, baby? Thank you for coming in, man. I ain't seen you in a while. We're doing Counter-Strike soon. I'm really looking forward to it. And how's your game going? How's your dev side of things going? Has that all been halted or is that still in progress? Right, where was I? It's taking a hiatus. That's fair enough. All good things come to those who wait, my friends. And even if it doesn't, you've got to have a dream, right? You've got to have something to... a goal. That's what you need. So, you know, head towards the goal and eventually you'll get there. It's all good, baby. It's all good. So you still friends with Mick? Mick and Moore, still teaming up, double team, whatever you want to call it. The terrible the terrible twosomes. Okay, we've got a new jacket here. Let's have a look at this. 83. What's my one? Do you know what? I love my jacket. It's leather. It's at 50%. I'm still going to rock it. It's got more armor than that anyway. F that jacket. Farmer's dirty ass jacket. Stinking of, was it cow manure and shiz? Horse manure. That was smell of horse manure, so we'll leave that behind. Oh, hello. Can see you sitting in there in the corner. That is the farmer. Bro, do you know what? He's worked his entire life to build up his farm and his business, and then I come along and just completely whop him out, baby. More gifted Mick a sub. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. We got a new sound pad coming. We're actually running everything off Linux right now, so believe it or not, to you it means nothing. To the back end, we're smashing it. We have ditched Windows completely right now. Wagwan mofo, what up, Mick? How you doing, baby? Let me pop a few of these in the chisel. I was just saying that we're going to be playing some Counter-Strike because it's native Linux, right? So I want to see how it performs, and we'll run around like a penis as usual and try and get some kills on Counter-Strike very soon. Give me a couple of weeks and I'll fit it into the schedule. Okay, what are these? Bottle of multivits. Let's take those out. Again, these are the sort of things. Yeah, see, this is where I got confused. So the purification tablets are not the multivit tablets. They look identical. If I put them side by side, they're very similar. I think they should be a different colour. The multivit should be a horrible brown. Have you ever had a multivit? They're fucking huge. They're like this. They look like you're swallowing a bee, you know, and they suck. They taste like complete... They taste like grass, is what they taste like. They're horrible. Anyway, I digress. What was my point? Yeah, so that's why I got confused, because they're very similar. So purification tablets purify water from shitty water to clean water. And then the multivits are just for us, which I will use now because why not? So I made Francis. Francis is a purple and blue hair dye, overweight. He's of today's generation, bros. He's definitely one of those. The only thing missing is a picket sign. Needles, that's new. I don't know what we need needles for. I'm going to leave the playing cards as well. They're a high sell item, but not very good for us. Let's go down into the basement, see what's going on in. I've got myself a revolver if I need it. Stay away from them CAs, bro. It's horrible right now. Why? What's happening? What do you mean it's horrible? What's going on? I saw that the people selling guns, you know, gun skins. I heard all that crashed. Like, I don't know if that's a fact or whatever, but someone told me that CSGO's having trouble with the skins at the moment and the economy is completely up the toilet. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what you mean. Something about gambling, right? Like because it's classed as gambling, and then people can't sell their skins anymore because of like some sort of child law that they passed. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it sounds freaking awful. It does sound like a stitch you up move as well. It doesn't even, you know what I mean? It doesn't even make much sense. It's like more of a Mick portfolio in tatters right now. Is that how he makes his peas? He got a side game. Nah, G, the anti-cheat just isn't working, in it. Oh, for real? Hang on, wait a minute. What, on Linux though? The anti-cheat's just muffed Linux, is it? I thought that would be native because it's made by, isn't it like Steam? That's who make it. I haven't had a chance to get in there and try it out yet. But that was one of the ones I was looking forward to. Everywhere, bro. Oh, man. I mean, I've got to test this shit, right? Like, you just make me want to test it. I'll have to have a look tonight. As long as I can fire it up and play it, like, it's all good. But if you're saying the anti-cheat's muffed up, what happened with it then? Is it too intrusive? Like, what's the deal with it? Ooh, fuel filter. Good for the motor, that is. Okay, so we need to get run back. So we need to drop something heavy. I'm just going to go sell my shit. And go make some money. Now daytime. What time we got? It's now 12. Sweet. Now it works, but it just doesn't stop cheaters. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's always been a problem though, isn't it? Like on and off, just like combating cheaters is... Do you know what? I don't get why cheaters cheat. Maybe you guys understand, but for me, it's like... Even in a tournament, people cheat. And it's like, wouldn't you want the respect? Wouldn't you want the honor? Wouldn't you want to wake up or go to bed asleep at night knowing that you're the king of the... Do you know what I mean? You're the king of the hill. You're the best in the best. You are the one. Do you know what I mean, Neo? I don't know why people cheat to then feel good about themselves. Like, you must be a liar on the baseline to then want to cheat in video games or at life. Do you know what I mean? I don't get cheater, the mindset of a cheater. I just think like if you can't make it by yourself, then you don't deserve it. You haven't earned it, and you should go fuck yourself. Like, I don't know why people cheat. I don't get it. Like, it's fun. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm playing a single player game and there's a cheat that's going to give me like unlimited gold, so I can go build up an empire and bust people up really quick. If they're NPCs I'm playing against, it's all good. But if you're playing PvP, why in the world would you PvP cheat? I don't get it. Just a bunch of bitches, isn't it? You get me? Can't accept the fact that they're getting pawned, so they toggle their cheats. Oh, I mean, it's there's even a worse one than that. There's even like streamers, like talking from a content creator myself, like the way they cheat just to make themselves the Call of Duty thing of the month really bothers me. It's like, how do you sleep at night? Do you know what I mean? I don't. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe that don't exist anymore. Maybe no one gives a shit anymore. I know everybody bots, everybody talks shit, but like, I don't know how they sleep at night. You know, if I was running like 10,000 bots and just lying to everyone about how things are, then how do you just like go about your day? Because you must lie to your family, your friends. Everything you do must be a lie. Everything's on credit. Your house is a joke. Your wife doesn't like you. Your kids hate you. Do you know what I mean? Like, why keep building on top of lies to make more lies that are going to kick you in the ass so hard eventually? And they all think it ain't going to happen to them, but it will. 100%. I've seen it play out in society over and over again. If you live a lie, it just comes crashing down. You see women outside of pubs crying in the UK. You see women alone, they can't get themselves a bloke. You see the blokes out here driving BMs at 90 mile an hour in a 30 school zone because they got no dick. You just see it constantly and you just think, bruv, just give me MP5 and let me go ham on these bitches. Like, how's the content creating thing going? It's all right, man. It's all right. It's actually very good. I mean, I'm still in my sort of 1,000 to 5,000, but it ticks along, right? I get paid quite a high amount. I get about 650 per thousand, so it's kind of mid tier, right? It's not like $8 or $10 per thousand, but I get about 650. So I'm just trying to get as much content out as possible and try and survive at it. You know how you do. You know, I don't want to. I'm at the point where I can't go back. Like I'm in that mid section. So like now it's like, well, I pay tax. I have part time, registered as part time work. So now you can't go back to that. Do you know what I mean? You can't go back to being a worker bee. You have to concentrate on your craft now. Stay keeping it real, bro. Still the only streamer we back. But I appreciate that, man. That's great. Pure facts. That's it. Drunk is the only real one. I'm just old school. Do you know what I mean? We've been doing it 7 years, or just over 7 years now, and it does take about 10 years. Like let's not be around the bush. And you need to have good people around you to get to that 10 years. Because if you try and do it by yourself, I mean that's some hard going. Like I've been speaking to a guy who does a Linux channel, and him by himself, like he basically has a little flat and he's on the dole and he UK based, and he's trying to struggle to build a channel by himself. And it's just, I felt really sorry for these kids that are coming up that think they can just jump on the internet and make money. That's not how it's going to be. It's you got to have something to say, you got a personality, and that shit's earned over time. So that's why you see a lot of like bearded white men that are taking what I do now and sort of duplicating it. I've seen them everywhere. Like there's like an overabundance of bearded white dudes telling you what to think and say, and it's like, bro, you have no clue. I listen to them sometimes and I think they're talking shit, but these dumb ones are listening, and it's like, well, unfortunately, that's a shame because I could teach them the ways, but at the same time, I don't want the dumb ones. Do you know what I mean? I don't want the dumb ones. So it's like you can keep that audience because I'm not interested. I like my sort of 30 to 50-year-olds, the older groups, and I think they can help more than they hinder. Whereas if you go for like the sort of teenage group, they come up with like they're memers. They want to have a laugh and stuff, and that's cool. but it doesn't really make money. You know, that's not how you do it. So when we started, we did the alcohol channels, which was fun. You know, it's fun, but I was in a flat and I was by myself and I was depressive and I did drink a lot, and we did have a time where it was like anti-progressive. It was like I was going ham and the views were going down. So yeah, I did get a 10 grand sponsorship out of it somehow, but overall I think it's one of them things where you evolve with the content, you evolve with the times, and you know, being a YouTube partner, they kind of point you in the right direction. When you release something and they don't like it, they damn sure make it clear. So you got to listen and follow and watch. And when you become aware, you kind of see the machine behind it, right? So I've had a lot of doors open. I get sent games sent to me every week. I don't never buy a game, and overall the communities are welcoming. They're welcoming because they want to know the truth about these games. They want to know the truth about these devs. You don't see me playing any woke shit. You don't see me playing any half-baked tosh, because they know I'm going to tell you. And if I told you, then they're going to get offended. And when they get offended, they blacklist you off certain lists. But them lists ain't even relevant to me. Do you know what I mean? I could fire up Naraka or Stalker or CSGO and get myself, you know, 20, 30 views. Just chill with them guys. Do you know what I mean? At least they're honest. At least they're there for a reason. And at least I can be myself. I don't have to fit into a box. Whereas a lot of these people are starting channels and stuff, and they're fitting into the box straight away. They call them shills. And you've got to be careful of those people, because they don't always guide you in the right direction. They're always out to make a buck, and I hate that. I do hate that. But there you go. I've got to roll that back, because I don't want to say too much, but I'll be knowing, I'll be seeing, I'll be smelling. Trust me, I know where it's coming from. I see shit. So I've got a lot of ins. I know a lot of people now, and I get a lot of info from people that have, you know, what to avoid. Don't get involved with this. Don't talk to them. Don't do this. You know. But then there is some, you know, go do that. You know. So I get a lot of like feedback from people, especially you guys. You know, if you say you like certain content, I try and do my best to produce that content. Black. I mean, Phil's still around, you know. Phil's still backing us. We've got Bubs in the back now. We still have the regs. I'd like to get some of the other regs back. I played Titanfall the other day. I just absolutely had a blast by myself. I got destroyed. Like, I was the OP of OP on that. But I went back on the PC version, and there is some madmen out there. So I'd like to bring that back just for, you know, the lols, and see what we can actually do with it. See if we can get good again. I don't think really modern games are the new way forward. I don't think there's some, like, don't get me wrong, but I think bringing back some of the old school is really where it's at. I have insufficient stamina to jump through a window. Bob, get through the window. Come on, Francis. There you go. He's in. He just needed a moment. What's this on here? Antibiotics? Okay, we don't have those. I'm going to make sure I use those, though, for sure. There's a zombie right there, look. Can you jump over the chair? Out the window, bro. Go on, you got the stamina. Yes, Francis for the win. Needs a dip. All right, man. Peace out. Have a good one, and appreciate you coming in. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and we can hang out for a bit longer. Oh, get some Ginge. Yes, Ginger's down. GJ got ahead. There was one just, look, he's waiting for me. Look, this is how dapper this dude is. It's like a Street Fighter moment coming in. Black. Do you know what? I'm just going to use the revolver because I ain't even bothered. Okay, aim and pop. There we go. Francis ain't playing. Francis is definitely woke. Sweet, the room's clear. Nothing in the fridge. Come on, reward my skills. Tomato soup. The best way to do this is just use the vicinity rather than trying to pick everything up. If you pick everything up, it kind of sucks. Okay, we're at 100% food, but 6% fluids. I need another energy drink, or a bottle of water would be really nice right now. Ooh, it's in the laundry. Ah, gloves. Do you know we've been playing for around 3 hours? Is it 3 hours? Yeah, we've been playing for around 3 hours. I've only just got myself a gloves. Mad. You can start another game and get gloves straight away. Got myself a gas mask. I think that can be equipped. Yep, there you go. Francis rocking a gas mask. I love this, by the way. The fact that we get to interact with our character in the menu. What else we've got going on? So we're almost completing all of these tasks. Well, at least the first 3. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Moving on up and moving on out. Okay, let's unlock the door now, because I don't think that's going to be an issue. There you go. Again, open doors out, and then when you're on the outside, open doors in. It's just a nice little, very easy tweak to make. That should be already in the game. Okay, we've got daylight, so we are now on day 2, so the game says, but day 3 by my count, because it's gone dark twice. We're now doom and gloom in the rain. Let's have a look. So we are now heading back in the direction we want to be. We're going to gather our car. We're going to get that done with the battery, get that started, drive back to the original base, save the game, and then we should be done. Apparently we're lacking in sleep as well at the moment. So it's now 5 PM. I reckon we'll be back at base by about 8 PM in the dark, but we'll have a car with headlights, so that won't be such a problem. What a game. What a game this is. This is one of my favourite chill times to play. I've done 4 hours and I feel like I've been playing 20 minutes. This game grabs you, and it grabs you by the ghoulies and says, you ain't leaving. I love this game. So I think this is definitely my top tier survival game. Not because it's like overly dangerous or overly punishing. You can make it that way. But for me, it's mainly because it just is calm. It's fun. It's atmospheric. It's enjoyable. Yeah, it's got some niggles and bugs here and there, but it's still fun nonetheless. And I think that's why I always enjoy it. That's why I wanted to revisit it. And that's why we're doing a playthrough of it. Because I feel like it's warranted and earned its position in the survival horror for me to take notice of it. And for you to take notice of it. If you haven't purchased it, if you haven't got it in your list, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. You can get it on sale for around like $6. Like sometimes it's super cheap. Summer sale's coming up. This is the time to grab it. You know, you can play it over Halloween, live stream it yourself, enjoy it, get people involved. It's a really great, and sometimes even the devs actually jump in. You know, the devs are out here, they do watch live streams, they do take a notice of people. So definitely get involved, and I think it's one to watch. It's a slow burn. It's definitely taking its time to get to where it needs to be. But I think now it's there. It's pretty safe bet that's awesome. Shame we can't drive this because it's actually really up my street. I like the vehicle in that one. Okay, so this was the house. I'm trying to figure out where our car is. You know, we had that base and we had a car parked up. So I'm kind of just trying to backtrack, figure that out. I think it'll be through here. Yeah, it's going to be through here. Nice. There it is. We somehow just went next door. Again, there's no, like, you can zoom in and you can move it, but there's not really, I mean, you can ping it. So if I was to grab this and set like a blue and then say like mark it there. There you go. So I've marked it. And then we mark our actual home base with the same blue. I can then sort of say, well, you know, that's A to B and the distance between it and whatnot. So I think we'll probably do that. We're going to continue Francis. I think Francis has done very well today. Congratulations, Francis. And we're going to continue his story. So we're going to live Francis out. And then once we've done Francis, we'll make our main character, as in somebody I actually want to play as. And as we play through with Francis, I feel like we'll sort of figure it out as we go. We'll get better. And the second playthrough will be, you know, on point. But Francis will probably last at least 5 to 10 parts. So if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. Definitely leave a like on the videos if you've enjoyed today. And we're just going to get bigger and better in the game. So just sticking around, learning with us, you know, following through. Maybe you know some stuff I don't know. Leave it in the comments down below. Anything to look out for, any hints and tips, greatly appreciated. Okay, we're now here. So we did build a tent over there, didn't we? Should still be there. There it is. There's a 10. And then there was a car around here somewhere that was fully working, all buying a battery, which we now have. Finding that car would be useful because I could fill up the trunk of the car. I think it's this way because we came in there. Yeah, there it is. Yes, there's my vehicle still there. Looking all sweet. This is the beast right here. Looks like a Ford. It's like an American. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like a Ford car. A Ford van that they sell in America. It's like twice as big as any other van. Yeah, see, that won't start right. So we need to go in and just give it a little bit more of an umph. There you go. Battery fitted. Now what you can do is go around the back. You can actually fill up all of these slots with all of your gear that, let's say, you don't necessarily need, but you want to take with you. Things like vodka and power tools, spanners, screwdrivers, like all this junk that we'll use to craft later on. Stockpile scrap metal. Then we can go back and get some from here as well. We'll search all the bins up. Yeah, I'm just going to stick all of that into the boot. Ta-da. Okay, it's going very well now. My plan is starting to take shape. I'm going to move all of the stuff that we don't necessarily need straight away. What else did I take? The metal sheets, that was it, and the electrical parts. Right, so now we've pretty much loaded up. I'm just going to go back to the tent. I'm going to grab the stuff out of the tent, put that into the rear of the vehicle as well, and then we're going to drive back to the starting point where we actually spawned in, and that's our home base, right? So that's where I'm going to be building up our defenses and making it really just ours. I did like the look of the place with the cage around it, which I do like the look of this place. You know, the stig of the dump is actually really nice because it has a cage around it. So like no zomboids can actually get in here. So this could be a home base. I've not really decided which one I want to do yet. But we know there's a bunch of loot back at our home base, our original spawn point. Because there's a load of loot at our spawn point, I want to go back and get that and fill up the van. Because we have a bunch of spare slots now. We're going to put the wood in there. We're going to put the crossbow bolts. And then I guess all this ammo could go in there as long as it don't match the guns that we want. So this one, for instance, it'd be nice about the information so we could tell what ammo it takes. Yeah, I think that'll do us. Right, let's head out. And we need lights. Do we have... Do we have lights on the car? Okay, so we should just be able to drive this back to home base now. Just need to kind of find our way around. We don't want to end before we've started. Ooh, okay, so it's a bit slippy slidey in the rain. We have to be a bit careful of that. Try not to hit rocks and trees. Ooh. Okay, wait a minute. Let's take a look. We're kind of in the right direction. We need to head back to the road. Ooh. Ignore that. Okay, we're now on the road. Let's hit the time. We're at 8 o'clock at night. It's definitely getting dark, so I'm going to try and be very careful about our negotiation through this basically zigzaggy slalom of a road. Yep, that's bringing us right back to the start. Ooh. Ooh, that's a roadblock there. I nearly hit that. Oh, I just hit a zomboid. Don't let them surround you. Oh, there's a car there. They do not make this easy. Very nice. Oh, I love that. There's subtle music coming in as we head back to base. That was awesome. Out of the thick of it, in, you know, out of the storm into the calm. Almost there. There we go, foggy, foggy. We're up here on the right. There you go. And there's our other vehicle that we needed fixing. And our chickens and whatnot. Yeah, it's perfect. Happy days. So I've got 2 lots of loot now I can store. Full of stuff. And I think that's where we'll leave it. Get in a house, make sure we're safe. Okay, we haven't entered this one yet, apparently. Why, I do not know. Salt, we don't need salt. Magnum ammo, we definitely need that. What we've got here, dog food. Blech. Pool cue. I'm looking for drink. Bottle of vodka, no good to us. Scissors. Here we go. Right, we're going to consume these. Can we make a torch yet? Okay, we need some wood. We've got that in the car. Oh, so we've got an energy drink. We've got some soda. Very nice. And what's this one? Old milk. I'm not sure I should drink that. It says old milk. Oh, it's long life milk. Okay, I'm going to give it a go. I guess we're safe in here, so maybe go upstairs. I can see in the dark. Okay, we just found shotgun ammo, which is cool, so we've got the shotgun now. Quite it's hard to see without a light. That bed, can we sleep there? No. Gutted. Very good eyesight. I'm trying. I need glasses, bro, for sure. Okay, we'll take those because I've never seen scissors. Let's go. There you go. So yeah, I mean, like I say, once I get outside, I can make a torch. But even then, the torch ain't great in this game. You know what I mean? There you go. We're out. So if I go to the back of the vehicle, one of these should have wood. There we go. And then we should be able to create a torch. We did. And where's it gone? Sometimes it goes on my inventory. Sometimes it'll go over here. Torch, 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 torch. Ah, yeah, there it goes. Improvised torch. Boom. Okay, there we go. I managed to get it done. Which is no big feat, but like in this game, just making a torch can be a problem. Do you have a torchlight? You know, right? Well, I do, but I've got an MP5 now, but I don't have the light for it. So I've been still using sticks and stones, you know, basic stuff to survive. I do need to take some pills real quick because my toxicity is going through the roof. There you go. And I think I had some vitamins, purification tablets. This one, multivitamins. Gonna treat myself to one of those. Apparently it's a treat in this game. Press T if you have a battery. Yeah, well, where was you 4 hours ago? Oh my God. Well, I mean... Hang on. WTF? I mean, yeah, really. That's my bad. That's all me. That's all me. I didn't know. Didn't know. Thanks, bro. Right, so at the end of 4 hours, what have we achieved? Well, next to not knowing we had a fucking torch, everything else, we've got a bunch of loot like everywhere, right? So I've got 2 vanfuls that are working. We can actually drive those now. We've got a bunch of loot, of course. I'm going to dash some of my unwanted and empties into here. Empty bottle, we probably need that later. Ammo, I'm going to keep with me. Because I never know what I'm going to find. And when you do find something and can't use it, it's a little bit of an anticlimactic moment. We'll put the nails in. We'll take the ammo from there. Dash that there. Weapons in the bottom row. I'm just going to organize it. I'm sure there's an organize all button. There's this. Like, what does that do? There you go. Organize all. But it doesn't really sort it the way I like it. So I'd rather put my 2 pence in. We've got the Game Boy. I'm going to sell the Game Boy, of course. We've got some alcohol to craft another torch if we need it. We've got a blood bag, we've got rope. So some of the essentials here. We've got a fan belt for a car if it needs it. A couple handguns, MP5, shotgun. We're doing all right as far as I can see. Yeah, and it's only, what, day 3 coming up? I assume you're new. Where you spawn? I spawned here. I spawned... Hang on, I've got to mark this as well. So let me go with a blue X. There you go. So I spawned there and I've gone all the way up to the farmer's marker up there. And he's basically given me everything I need once I got there. But in between, we've done a bunch of stuff. So it took me about 4 hours to negotiate that. And overall, my first task is up here where I've got to go and find Caesar. So I figured I'd make that part 2. What job did you pick? I picked unemployed. And the reason I picked that is because my guy Francis here, without all of his cool gear that makes him look very stalker-esque, is actually just a really fat woke guy with purple and pink hair. So yeah, that's over the south. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's bottom. What would it be for you? Bottom right corner. I think this is on your right. My camera's reversed, so I think it's on bottom right. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave it, guys. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for letting me know that I've been messing up by not using the right keys and stuff. I appreciate that. And it's now, what time we got? I think it's about time. Yeah, it's now 5 p.m, so that's when I finish. So we do 1 to 5 p.m, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Swing by again. Maybe you'll catch me playing this again. We're doing a series, playthrough on YouTube. mmoshanuz, check us out. Yeah, and thank you for your time, everyone. Thank you for your comments today. You've all been awesome. Mick, Moore, Bubs, is that Zoe Nick? I appreciate that as well. Hopefully I can see you again because you seem to know all the ins and outs of the game, so you could probably help me out big time. Try and unlock the melee and the movement survival. I will just have a quick look at those. Being here, won't it? So skills. Yeah, so what I've got is the amateur boxer for melee. And I need to kill with a light weapon. I need to do 10 kills. So I'll probably do that by the time we come back, to be honest. Yeah, so what I plan to do by the time I come back is basically level up a few basic skills, but not move on too much. I want you guys to follow along in the videos with me. So I'm going to keep it very sort of short and sweet in between. I'm going to try and sort of bring you along the journey. And then once Francis, is at end of life, we'll start a brand new character and we'll use everything. Like, we'll design a character the way I want. We'll get really into it. We'll know the ins and outs. We would have learned a lot, been through a lot, and hopefully we can do it in a new way and a new positive way where we're not fumbling through. We're just going A, B, C, D, done, right? So we're going through quests, we're smashing it out. And although the game's got some issues, there's some bugs we found, and there's some annoyances. It's quite a good game, if not one of my top tier zombie survivals. I think out of the top 5 zombie survival games that I would actually recommend, this has got to be in there at the lower tier, 5, 4, but it's still there, right? It's definitely one to look out for. You can get it under $10 in a sale. Summer sales come, and definitely check it out on Steam. And links in the description down below for everything you need. Thank you for joining me, guys. You're all amazing, and I appreciate y'all. Your time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Zoe Nick. Hey, Zoe Nick, innit? Survival, and then up the burden skills. More weight and melee depends on what weapon you prefer. Well, I like the guns. I like the gunplay, right? So if I was going to go for skills, I would probably obviously go for the bow, because crafting a bow and arrow is easy enough, and then killing enemies, which we've been doing, 11 out of 25. I'll go for that. I'll go for the melee weapon, and then down here in the professions, I'll probably do the boxing one just because it's fun, and then I'll probably complete the car salesman. Pretty simple stuff. And then I'll go for health. I want to be healthed up, and I want to be survival. So I want a tough body, strong mind, not get infected too often. I want that sort of body build. And then I'm not really bothered about the weapons because I'm finding them all over the place. This can be a peaceful in chaos, lonely vibe. I love it. I think it's great. DayZ is stressful. We have DayZ content over on mmoshanuz. We've got a bunch of DayZ content, and I feel like this is the ARPG version of DayZ. But again, it could do with some improving here and there, just from a sort of game dev's perspective. But overall, I still think it is top tier for its price. You can't really beat price per atmosphere. DayZ is the other option. If you're going to go first person, DayZ is the way forward. I've been playing a lot of games. I played Scum, that's hardcore survival. We've played, what other ones do we like? Let me have a look in my list. I've got a bunch. Rust was another one. Rust is really good if you just want to have a random experience. You can't really plan Rust. Things just happen in Rust, which I find quite amazing. This game changed a lot after the recent update. Yeah, it did. But like I say, there's things, I've already mentioned them, but there's things that could be more accessible to new players, and i.e. help the controller side of things as well. Last time there was no skills. What this? Yeah, this is new. From what I remember, it used to be XP gains. So the more XP you did by doing stuff, then you could then pick and choose what you wanted. I don't really remember it looking like this. I last played it, so Steam says, back in July of last year. So anything between July then and July now pretty much is new to me. So that's why I'm kind of faltering as I'm going, because I've got to sort my keys out and I've got to get, back in the swing of things. Remember, you can only have 3 professions in the character, so pick wisely. I didn't know that. So you can only have 3. Well, then I would say amateur boxer's probably not one for me. I'm always having some sort of melee weapon. But then this is melee, I suppose, isn't it? Amateur boxer, fist damage. 300% fist damage. That makes you basically... But then you take damage if you get close to him. So I probably would avoid that one. Craft treatment. Okay, so that's good. So I like the sound of that. What else we got going on? So we've got mechanic. We've got emergency medicals. Again, this is where I would go. I would go healing, resistance, medical. Yeah, our healing items are 25% more efficient. So I'd probably go boom, boom, boom. But that's not late game. That's going to be early game survival. The fireman gives you a flamethrower type. Yeah, this guy down here. I mean, I only need crafting molotovs. And then I'm basically a fireman. So what you're saying is, once I unlock them, I then have to click which ones I want, right? So be careful what I click. Build generator, loot and loot PCs. What's... Oh, okay, loot PCs, I get you. Well, I could do that anyway. I can go up to a PC and loot them. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for the medical. I'm going to go for the health. Really boring stuff. And then I'm going to go for the 25% buff on those medical. So as I create them, they're making 25% more healing and more regains. Nah, it's not about late or early. It's like you want to be with the frontline type or the back production concentrate. Or yeah, I'd probably go with base building. I'd probably build a heavy fortified base and then just talk about exploring each day. So each day I go out to have a goal in mind, but then maybe like we run into trouble along the way. So I think I'd probably do to go down that route where I've just got a heavily fortified base build with everything I need in-house. Again, going with the medical crafting would probably help that. But everyone can fight, so don't worry. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like melee. I don't want what are they called in this? These or whatever. I don't want them close. So I'm thinking just go, ammo's pretty easy to come by at the moment. And I'm only in the corner of the map, so I've got the whole map to explore. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. But I'm knackered. I've been doing it 4 hours, so I'm now going to go and have some dinner. Thank you for all your advice, tips, and help. It is helping. And we're going to be coming back in a couple of weeks with this one. I'm just going to get this video edited and out. I've got like 3 parts prior to this to edit as well. So we're doing this as a main series, like a playlist. So people can just click on the playlist and follow all the way through from start to finish. And we are now running on Linux. And I have to say that this game runs beautifully on Linux. There's not been a single issue today with it running. And it's really nice. I love single player experiences using Linux and the way that we are able to take back our privacy now, which is good. So I want to recommend everybody, if you have an AMD Radeon card, maybe try Linux. It might surprise you. Personally, I'm using Linux Mint, but you can use whatever you want, whatever flavor. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't already subscribed to YouTube, go do that, because that's where all the content gets put out. He's like, if your profession is on the bullet ammo production, I mean 100% efficiency type, but you can be a good shooter, even lack a gunman skill. So there's, yeah, I know what you're saying. So there's a gunman skill. Let me just have a look. We've got this one here, look. The veteran. So the veteran is basically kill some zeeks with firearms, repair some firearms, pretty simple stuff. I've got repair kits already. It takes twice as long to become tired. That's not a bad one, you know, being able to run further. But I don't think that's essential for survival. Like, I can just take my time with stuff, use cars to travel instead of foot. Trying not to get myself into too many fucked up scenarios. But yeah, overall, I think I'm going to go with the chemist for now anyway, the medical technician, and then I'm probably going to go with where is it? Chemist, medical technician, and possibly the firefighter, just because he comes with a flamethrower, and that could be fun. And there's plenty of fuel around, but then you're kind of burning your fuel for your vehicle, so maybe not. It's just so easy to get. 3 Molotov cocktails and we're away. The veteran mainly is about more stamina, but slower stamina depletion with faster reloads. I still don't know if that's that important. Like the Z's, if they're not going to speed up over time, if they're going to be how they are in the first sort of 4 to 5 hours of the game, I don't find them that much of a threat. So I'm probably not that bothered about speed reloading. But I don't know, because you get all this up here as well, right? So I'm going to unlock these weapons and tiers anyway. So we're going to be pretty buff over here. Fireman is the only profession that will give you 50% fire damage. Yeah, which is really going to help against the bigger enemies later on. So I'm thinking maybe just go with like being able to craft my own health items, cure my own ailments, get 25% buff on those particular items, and then go with fireman just to blitz everything on screen. That sounds super fun. Like, that's probably what I'm going to go with. But this one's already been chosen for me, and I don't think I can do anything about that, right? The unemployment, that's just 25% more experience, so I level up quicker. Weapon and survival is everyone have no worries. The profession only 3. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like the weapons and survival, i.e. the top tiers, are, you know, that's fine as they are. But the fact we get to pick 3 professions is almost like just bonuses for me right now. Like the game's pretty cool with just that top bit. So now we have professions and I can have 3 of them. I'm super happy. Trading costs 25% less. See, again, not really worth it. Fertilizer is more potent. Yeah, if I want to blow shit up. Like, I guess it grows things quicker as well. Vehicle repairs are 25% more efficient. You play DayZ? Yeah, I do, yeah. Yeah. We're actually coming back to that. Well, what I've got is 2 weeks' time, because I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week. But sometimes I do 4 weeks. But this week, we did a full week. So I've thrown this in because I run out of, like, ideas, really. So now what I'm doing is, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing this and DayZ and Rust back to back. So possibly changing Rust, but we'll see how we go. But I'm going to have those back to back. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all survival games all week. The car roof fighting works here too. So use that. Is that where you jump on the roof and then duck and then fight them from there? Is that what you're saying? You can like cheese it. I do like to cheese it. I should really save my game now. It's night time as well. There you go. Game saved. Back to menu. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I like this one. If you've played DayZ and you're familiar with DayZ, maybe that's even how you found us. But yep, zombies can't eat you. Yeah, I kind of seen that. It's more survival. Do you know what? I played a game that's really worth recommending to you if you haven't already played it. You may have. We streamed it yesterday. Let me just have a look in my library. Library. Okay, so it was called Surrounded, right? So not Surrounded, Surrounded. I'll give you a link to their page. Check it out, right? It's really cheap. It's nowhere near as in-depth as HumanitZ or anything like that, but it's cheap and it actually has a lot of atmosphere that this game has. So I don't find DayZ has that atmosphere, but it has the better style of gameplay. Like I enjoy DayZ more than I enjoy HumanitZ or HumanitZ. But I do prefer, if I was going to be honest, playing um, Surround Dead than I would HumanitZ, just based on the fact that it's a lot simpler. So it's more beginner friendly. This is the one that's Pixel Daisy, right? That's the one. So if you already have it, then cool. If you don't, put it in a wish list, you know, follow it and take my recommendation. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm trash, bruh. I got that game refunded. You suck balls. But if you play it and you like it, come in and let me know because I find that to be a little bit of a niche. It's a, you know, it's even less known than the HumanitZ. And if you like zombie survival, it's pretty much there. Easy to run, fun to play. It has a lot of atmosphere, a lot of character and you can drive vehicles, you can craft, you can do all that stuff. So check it out, see what you think, and let me know. And I'll look forward to seeing and hearing about that one. But I'm going to be playing some Daisy. I'm going to be playing some more HumanitZ as time goes. So yeah, hang out, you know, follow all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all you guys over on YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate you. I need to go and have some dinner because I'm starving, Marvin. I feel like my guy in the HumanitZ being neglected out here. I don't want to jump into another one. It's a burning trap. I have 900 hours in Daisy. I mean, that's fair, you know, if you don't have the time. But maybe on a weekend you fancy something different. It's on sale. You can get it for like $5-6. No reason to buy it. I'm not sponsored by them on no bullshit. But like, you know, check it out. It's just a fun game and it's cheap. So maybe you'll like it. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.